Hey, I'm Emily Fraser from McDermott Cues. I hope you all like and follow Shark Street.
Hi, I'm Lukas Fracasso-Verner. Join us on the Shark.
Hello, I'm Salotto, and join us on Shark Stream.
Hello everyone, I'm Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Join us to the Shark Stream. Let's go!
Hello, I am David Alcaide. Join us in Shark Stream.
Hey guys, I'm Federic Horst. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Christina Tkach. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Guys, it's Jason Short. Join us on the Shark Stream tonight.
I'm John Moore. Join me on the Shark Stream.
Joey hit the lights, Bobby grabbed the mic, chicken calling at you from the other side. Shark 3, going live. We're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys. Boom. What's up? Bobby and Brian here. To say, you want to start talking? Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about what we're going to see here today. So what we got going on here, for those of you guys who don't know, we have a subscribers page. And on that subscribers page, we do a bunch of raffles every month. We also do giant pay-per-view matches as far as, what do we have on Earl? Fedor?
Lukas, we had Fedor and Lukas. We've had Earl and Lukas. We've had Fedor, David Alcaide, Jonas, and Ritz Newhausen. FSR. We've had a lot of big names. So I mean, I think we've got about 4 or 5 big events in the last 3 months, 4 months. Yeah, it was December, January, March, 4 months.
Yeah, and we're working on getting our friend Earl on, and we're also going to have Savannah in June. So
Savannah.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So if you're not a subscriber and you want to watch this kind of content, you can go subscribe for $4.99 a month. You're doing a bunch of things. One, you're supporting us in the Shark Stream. 2, you're getting involved in the raffles. And 3, you're getting great content. We're also going to switch it up so that you're going to be getting all the high quality list matches, and you're going to get more content on the subscription page as well. So make sure you tune in for that. But right now, we're going to start taking the videos, not all at once, but right now we're going to give you the first leg, right?
Yes, of course. I mean, we have the subscribers page, for the live broadcast. This one took place in December 15th, and it was our very first subscriber-only event.
Yep. So you guys are going to get a great match between Lukas Fracasso-Verner and Earl Strickland, and you're going to get it in... it's so funny. You're going to get it live for free. So enjoy the content, right? That's all we got to say.
Absolutely. So we're going to kick it off. And if you guys have, hit us up in the comment section. We're going to just let the original audio commentary run from Brian to Kickin' Chicken. and Bobby the Legend Hunt. And if you guys have any thoughts, definitely hit us up in the comment section. We'll text you back, or we have a way to talk to you if we need to.
Yes.
But here it is.
Yes. Yeah. No. Because we're yeah. All right, guys. We're getting ready to start. Lukas Fracasso-Verner. All right. Where's Earl going? You going to the bathroom? Where are you going, Earl? All right, he's going to the bathroom. All right, so we're going to start in a few minutes. We'll wait for him to get out of the bathroom. We got to go over a couple things. We got the rules.
Pretty exciting matchup for everybody. Fun way to spend your Friday night.
Hardware.
There we go. Trophy, Lukas.
What happened to the invitation?
That's a different tournament. You're the champion of that one. I got to have that one again. You guys agree? What do you want to do with the breaks? We didn't decide on the break. Block break from the box, all right?
I mean,
Alternate break.
it's gonna be a shit show. We break from the box. I'm just telling
You're
you.
live. Why do you figure that?
It's gonna be tough to make a ball on the break from the box.
That's okay. Power break.
I just hit him like 22 miles an hour. Didn't make a ball.
I mean, the way I saw
What's that?
it seems like it's a traditional Texas Express.
Texas Express. So it's break anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna. Well, that's what we're trying to figure out now. We didn't make a rule on it. We're playing regular Texas Express rules, aren't we?
Yeah, but we want.
So, is that all right with you, Lukas?
I'd rather break from the corner.
You want to break from the corners? You want to break from the box?
Here we go. It's
All
already
right, so we're
starting.
going to regular Texas Express rules. All right, guys. Hey. All right. All right, guys. You ready? First of all, let's give the great the Pearl Strickland a big round of applause for coming to Yale, babes.
Yeah,
We love
yeah.
you, Earl. All right, everybody. Come on, give it up. Earl Strickland, baby. Multiple U.S. Open champion, world champion, Moscone champion, VIP, MVP Moscone, everything under the sun. Earl Strickland. One more time, guys. Earl Strickland, everybody. Come on. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Sweet. Pretty sweet.
All right, next up, we got this hometown hero, this young gun trying to take out this elderly guy, Lukas Fracasso-Verner. Elderly guy, Lukas Fracasso-Verner, age 22 years old. All right, he won the Ocean State, came in second place down there in Virginia, three-time Maryland State champion, 8-ball, 9-ball, was it 8-ball, 9-ball in bar box? Or 10-ball? 10-ball, 8-ball, 10-ball. All right. Yeah, and Yale Bears House Pro. Come on, Lukas Fracasso-Verner, everybody. Let's go.
We got action. We got action. Here we go. You got action, and I got a monster.
Yes, he came
Maybe
in
a good
second place. In, where was it? Costa Rica, baby. One more time. Costa Rica, second place. Hang on, we got to go over the rules real quick. And also, want to give a special applause right here for our guy, Bob Lewis, referee right here. He's going to be racking. Bob Lewis. He's going to be refereeing, racking, and doing any kind of, any issues, he's going to take care of it. We're playing Texas Express rules. No call the 9-ball. Push out, alternate break, race to 20, 3 foul rule, jump cues hard. It's not all ball fouls, it's only all ball fouls if the cue ball is in motion. All right, unless you use 2 or more balls, then it is a foul. All right, any questions, you guys? That's a foul. 100%. Once the cue ball's in motion, it's a foul.
That's the only one, though, that ain't.
Yeah. Right, correct. If you just your shirt touches this, it's not a foul. All right. Any questions from you guys? Bob Lewis, are you ready? All right, guys. One more time, round of applause for both of these guys. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's go.
Hail of the tape. The 741 Fargo versus, I don't know, what's Earl? 771. Well, I think I know. I think Earl might have a bit of an edge here, at least in experience, if nothing else. We shall see how it's going to turn out.
How you doing? Can you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you good. How about everybody out there? I'm sure they can hear. Can you guys hear us all right? How do we look? How do we sound?
I can't see a chat, so hopefully it's all good.
I think so. We'd have a chat up here, Joe?
Fortunately, I have to do that a different way.
All right, we'll do it a different. All right, I'm excited, Mike. How about you? This is going to be a great matchup. Race to 20. What do you think here?
I love it. I love it. I love the, I like these little changes to kind of help, even it out a little bit. I think Earl will agree that probably his best breaking days are a bit behind him, but I expect a really highly competitive match.
Yeah, you saw there on there, they were talking a little bit back about breaking the box. Earl's trying to modify that a little bit his way, of course, as all these pool players do, if you know what I mean.
Everybody wants an edge, Bobby. You know that. So,
that's a fact.
I remember when he played Sky a few years ago, it was like they're playing and Sky's running over him, breaking from, I think it was the side. And then finally they said, you know what, we're breaking from the middle because this is just getting a little bit out of hand. And, not the most optimistic start if you're rooting for Earl, but, he's a legend. He'll be able to adjust. Yep. And I'm looking forward to all this. I appreciate you having me, man. Looks like it's a pretty nice place you got there.
Of course, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that as well. Lukas comes out fire and makes a great shot in the one. He's got pretty good solid position here for this 2-ball on the side.
This is Lucas's home table, main action arena.
Yes, absolutely. He beat Moritz here, 11-10. Plays well here.
He came back, if I remember right, because I'm pretty sure I watched a good piece of that
like
match.
10-3 or something like that. It came back 11-10 or 9 was a close one. Made it to 100%. He's also playing in Turning Stone, which is he plays every January, and
you can put it down on the ground.
So I mean, I know he's doing that, and as far as after that, we're not 100% sure. But I mean, look at this start from this kid. He's coming out playing the legend, and he's looking pretty smooth here. Pretty nice position on everything, and almost straight in on that 9-ball.
Yeah, I mean, the kid definitely didn't get out of line from the very beginning, and he looks pretty comfortable out there. Tell me about the conditions they're playing on. What's the pocket size, and what kind of table are we on?
All right, so we're on a Gold Crown 3. We have Simonis 860 HR and Joe Marassi from Master Billiards, who does our tables, and
nothing seemed to.
This has one right there. I just added that. All right. And then I'll switch it along here after the shot. But yeah, he definitely go off the rail. I thought that one was a little closer to the rail. So 8-ball did help him nicely. Then we
really made the pocket just that much bigger for him. But I don't know if he's got a pocket here now. Might have to play safe.
And then we got the PTZ as well, so you can look at an angle this way. So it looks like that looks like he could make that. I mean, it's close.
It does. See, the other one made it look like that 8-ball was pretty big, but on this route, it doesn't. I wonder if he can just draw out here, come out one rail, and lay up for position on the 5, just like that.
Just like that. Just like that. Go to the overhead. Yeah. All right, Lukas coming out really, really strong the first rack and a half here.
I like it. You're showing a couple different sides early on, his versatility and being able to, adjust for what's going on. The first rack, he was very much in line, whereas this one, he's having to wiggle his way through, but let's see if he gets back here on this 6-ball where he should be. Yeah, he hit that pretty good. Interesting way of playing it. This ain't a gimme.
A little short, yeah, a little short. I think than he wanted to go to the wide view just to look. I think he's still favored to make this, Mike. Just slide it over.
You would know better than me. I think that's part of the beauty of being such a young player. It's like you're so wet behind the ears a little bit. You don't know if you're in a bad spot. Because you just make everything on earth.
No, it's funny. One of our main commentaries, Bobby Hunt, the legend, I call him. He was a road hustler. That's how he made his living, and you know, he just said, yeah, he hasn't missed enough to not to be nervous about it. You know what I mean? He's still, like you said, wet behind the ears a little bit, and he does make it. But
mistake number one.
Let's check out the replay, and you can see where he just kind of hit it.
It bit a little much.
Yeah, and the cue ball just kind of slid right, and he drew it a little too much, kind of.
Yeah. I think he was wanting to come 2 rails there and end up back center table, at the very least, end up for a shot in the upper left where Earl's at now. And I guess mistake number one from Lukas, but early days, 1-1. Both of them getting on the other one's serve. Yep. And pretty good start, though. I like the standard. I like the kid, you know, playing more aggressive, and it wasn't too far out of line where, you know, you were going to duck there. You're always going to take that ball on. Just caught it a hair thick, though.
Yeah, I think you'll see some of his safety game. He does have a good safety game. I think his weakest point is his cue ball control. And you know, I like the way I saw Earl right there. He just went up there like nothing, and you know, 1, 2, 3. And if that's how it's gonna be tonight, Lukas is gonna have his hands full as well.
Well, that's the crazy thing. I mean, the guy's just been an offensive genius his whole life, and you know, even at this point of his career, you know, he's still hitting balls more than me and you. I can guarantee you. So,
can you imagine that? Can you imagine that?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely true. You know, which is wild. Even at this point, you know, point of his career to play the way that he's playing, it's just inspiring. You know, if we were playing a quarter of what he's playing at right now at his age, we'd feel like we're the luckiest guys on earth. You know,
absolutely. And you know, we're fortunate enough because he lives in New Jersey. It's a couple hours from us, so you know, he'll do clinics for me for the pool room, and you know, he'll do exhibitions, and he also played against Jason Shaw on the stream as well. So, you know, we're very fortunate to have that. You know, so we appreciate it all. That's for sure. What about
appreciate
this
him
here?
while you can. He came up a little short here, Bobby, but I think he's got a big pocket there with that ball.
Well, the 4-inch man tightened it up a little bit though. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
See,
Great
I
shot.
love the way that he played. It came into a really nice area where he's always going to have a shot on the 3 ball, but you know, you got to put a little mustard on this one to get it back down. If he's not straight, he's looking at where that cue ball is going to draw back to. It's a little dicey. I don't know for you, man, but for me, I don't know if I'm loving that.
Well, he's going to let out the stroke for sure. We'll see. And gets by nice to get by that 8 ball though.
Oh,
go to the wide.
But you know, I think if it's on, it's enough off the rail where it makes that rail first lay that much better. But I don't know, and that's what he's looking at right now. I just don't know how good you really got to hit it on this table. I think we're going to find out. But for me, I don't get to watch enough to know.
Yeah, I mean, and I think his advantage, obviously, he knows his table real well. He's played Guama, you know, like I said, played Moritz, so we'll see.
I've really enjoyed those Guama matches, by the way. Those I have been taking a look at over the last couple months.
Right, yeah. Mike Lino said, yeah, it was tough, and he did. He got the real thick, and that's going to leave Earl a hanger, but got to get on this 5 ball.
Right. Doesn't waste any time, though. Interesting seeing a guy like Earl, you know, play with carbon fiber. I know he's sponsored by Jay Flowers, but it still makes me smile a little bit, scratching my head when I see guys of his generation firing with the black shaft.
That's definitely different, isn't it? I mean, Earl is look at that cue. He's got the wrap on there, the tennis wrap on it. You know, it's just something else.
Those side pockets look brutal, man. Just from this,
they are. And look at that. He makes a great shot, but unfortunately, the 9 ties up the 7.
Yeah. I think he played it in just a way just to get in trouble, you know, where you got to really be dialed in for what you think that 9 ball is going to do there. He's going to, I like this. I like this. What a smart shot. And
That's
what
a great shot.
Well executed
He's
as well.
going to get the first boom. He's going to get the first boom. That's a great shot.
It reminds me of Batman seeing that on there, man. Bringing it back.
It's my IT guy, Joe Raccio, who's actually in the booth listening and stuff. He designed that. I might have stole it from him, but that's my thing. I say it, you know, so he made it for me. I appreciate it.
It's not even just the vision of seeing it. It's not even just, you know, knowing that that's the smarter way to play it. It's being able to execute it when you only got one ball to duck behind. Yeah, that's it. You know, there's no range to get into. It's a specific line, you know, and he did it. Great shot by Earl.
Yeah, it's going to be another. He's going to need another one here. And try to.
What do you like here?
I don't know.
Does he have the angle?
Tried it off the 7. How about that? I thought about that, but I wasn't brave enough to say it, Mike.
He's gonna get about as much away with it as you can. This isn't a hanger by any means. I know the kid is a sharpshooter, but this looks pretty tough.
Yeah, he's got to do some spin here. 2 reels, bottom left. Avoid that 9 here.
Yeah.
Oh, so look at this. So here's the first one.
A little conservative.
Yeah, real conservative. So that goes to show you how he wants to win this. He didn't come out firing.
I'm kind of surprised, but kind of not surprised, because I saw Lukas play some one pocket in Sacramento a few months back, and that kid's got all the time in the world. So
yeah, he came in second in that event, didn't he?
He did he? I don't remember. I know he played Gerson really well. That's all I remember about the other event. They had a marathon of a match, but I was really surprised because I had never seen Lukas play one pocket before. But it was the decision making was what caught my eye more than anything, because I know he's world class in so many aspects of his game, but usually when you're that young, you got so much firepower, you just can't hold. You can't hold back. You just can't control yourself.
You want to be too aggressive for sure.
Right, yeah, because you're just so used to putting everything in the hole. But this is a good opportunity here for the 6 ball, but it looks like it's gonna, is he gonna run into the 7? Oh, I like that. God, he controlled that really nice. Yeah, beautiful shot there.
Didn't want to end up on the rail.
Yeah, and on the rail too. So it's like double.
Yeah, for sure.
Disadvantage. He's gonna have to let one. He's gonna have to, let that cue ball move a little bit here in order to get position on the 8 ball. Okay.
First
all right. I like it. I like it.
Replay on that. He got the rail first.
He did get a rail first for sure. Yeah.
Put a lot of spin on that.
Sure did. But it was controlled though. It's like you're hitting it in a very deliberate spot on the rail, but it's going to catch it thick. It's going to hold on a line, and that spin's just going to drag it down table. I love the way he played that there.
And
nice shot from the kid.
Nice.
2 rails out and then just get dead nut perfect. Nice shot there by Lukas. Got a lot of tools in that chest there.
Definitely. All right. Well, we got a quick minute, Mike. I want to say thank you for joining the stream as well. All my guys, my Shark Stream, call them Sharkies. We all follow the windows open, and what you're doing is incredible. Traveling all over the world, following Moscone Cup. I mean, 2-3 years ago, did you see yourself in this spot?
No, not at all. It was just it's just being relentless, and just I always put myself in a position where it's like things that I would want to know and things that have always interest me about the sport. There was definitely a void on this side, I felt like, when it comes to like modern day, pool coverage, and I never tried to be like anyone else. I just kind of and even now, just kind of doing my own thing, and I'm grateful that people have been receptive to it, but it's only the beginning, man. I couldn't do it, just like you got all your sponsors here for this. I couldn't do it without some sponsors who have gotten behind me in certain projects and who I depend on. So I'm looking forward to Derby, like you mentioned earlier. I mentioned Lukas going. I saw him last year, and last year was pretty special. Efren was out there, made a really great run, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this year is going to bring, because it's always something at the Derby. Just inevitably it is.
I tell you, I went the first time last year, and it honestly, and I love, obviously pool's my world. That was a little much for me. I'm not gonna lie. That was something.
Bobby. Yes, you end up in a morgue in what is Caesars, Indiana. It's
you're not kidding.
It is not for the faint of heart. You gotta have a few screws loose for sure. But
those pictures you took, those guys sleeping at 3 a.m. was like, oh my God. And I was there, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do it.
No, man. It's like you really gotta. It's a lot like the Moscone Cup, in the sense of what you do day 1 and day 2 is gonna set the tone for what you end up doing days 3, 4, and 5. You got to pace yourself, and I very much learned the hard way that I'm not 20 years old. So
I feel that.
God bless those who can.
I'm not gonna tell you my age, but I'm not 20 years old either.
Yeah.
Good
break from Lukas.
There.
Yeah, but he's a little straight here, looks like, Bobby. I don't know if he's got a little angle to force follow through.
Yep,
he does, but
not going to be. Let's go to the long view and see if he's pretty tight there. And you hit the nail on the head earlier that the break is definitely favored in Lukas so far. I mean, we're only 3 racks in, but so far it favored Lukas for sure.
I wonder if he can get enough of that 3 ball just to hold it and 2 rail it out, you know, and then kind of have cover behind the 9. It's hard to see if he can even get at the 3 ball at all here. Did he get the short stick?
Go to the PTZ and see if he did. Looks like he
Looks
did.
like he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go to the. He's going to try to make this ball, right? He's not going to try to safe with the jump. He's going to try to make this ball.
Well, let's see how you're running, kid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good shot, you know, and he's only got a part of the ball to jump over. Yeah, I like
Okay.
this way he played it better. I mean, it's so hard to control the speed, but you know, I don't. The execution wasn't where he wanted to be at, obviously. But all things considered, it seemed like it was a big ask to, you know, make it and then come out for position on the 5 ball or the 4 ball, whatever the hell that is.
Earl's got a tester here on this 3 ball, 50-yard line. Comes up short.
Yeah. Well, the 2 railer was dead and he got away with it. I wonder if he can. I wonder how he's going to play this, because I guess it depends on how much of the ball he can. Yeah.
Tough.
You know, I like when I'm in this kind of range right here, because I like playing a lot of 1 pocket, right? So when the balls are this close to the rail, it really makes me have that much more of an accurate hit. And I don't feel like not that I don't feel like, I know I'm not a great kicker by any means, but I wonder, you know, how much more control, whatever he decides to do, how his execution is going to be. Because, you know, if a donkey like me can get a pretty decent hit on this ball and do what I kind of hope to do, I expect pretty decent things here from Lukas. Oh, I like this. Just I like it, man. You know, don't try to do too much. Just play within a range. Live to fight another day. I don't see Earl being aggressive here. I could be wrong, but
he came out a little aggressive. But I think Lukas may slow him down a little bit here. He's definitely gonna try to
one of those little control safes. Yeah.
Not bad at all.
No.
An easy kick, but
yeah, no doubt. And I think I love this chicken match, Bobby. You know, I love when these guys are playing this, because then it's like you get to really see like different ranges of their game. You know, nice little stick there, 3 ball in a difficult spot. Beautiful shot there by Lukas.
And this is the back and forth. You always enjoy these games, you know. Real testers, you know what I mean? Who's going to give up, right?
Yeah, that's the whole game, you know. And I love the way that he played it to hit into that 3rd rail, because then you know you're never going to end up in that window there on the right side of the 6 to where you're going to sell out a shot. Like he played that intentionally, and that's such a smart way of doing it, because Lord knows I've hit it where I don't hit that 3rd rail and I end up right in that awful
that
window
perfect window, right, where they're going to get you.
Yes. You know, that experience that he's got, man, even all these years into his career, he still executes. You know, it's awesome to see.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're talking about the interview, and I'm like, you realize he's 40 years younger than you, right? You know, yeah, I know. You know, it just, and Earl still got it though. I mean, 62, he's still making Mosconi last year. I mean, obviously, no controversy with that, but he still plays fantastic. It's hard to doubt him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's for lack of ability. I think more than anything, it was just, you know, Earl's been known to kind of teeter one way or the other on the mental side of the game. But, you know, if you just argue giving him an open layout and him being able to get there, I mean, he showed he can get there with anyone. I mean, the guy, I think, had like 3-1 leads over Albin, Jason, and this is in Las Vegas under a hostile environment, you know, with tight equipment under the brightest lights, and he's still, you know, putting himself in as good a positions as you can ask for, all things considered. And you know, like most of us in our lifetime are never going to get there, you know, no matter what our age is, especially when we're, you know, where Earl's at right now. So massive respect to him for that. And nice shot there. Got back in line. I think he's going to steal this one again, steal another break from Lukas.
It's not going the way we thought. It's every other break. You know what I mean?
Break is the most important part.
Yeah.
Well, you would think, right? But this is kind of like define that logic, you know, is the way that it's ending up. But it's like two different things have happened so far. You had one where, you know, Lukas loses the safety battle in this one, right? And then the second one, or the first one, was that scratch that he had on that 6 ball. So I wonder if it's going to be like a tone setter for the rest of the match here. This is a little tough here.
Yeah, but I mean, he was tough on the 6, so he got. I think he's all right. I mean, he got. And then one thing about this table, a couple people do say the rails are a little springy. I replace the rails every year when I redo the table. You know, it is next to a door, so it might be a little windy. And you know, tables are, especially if you ask Earl how they play. You know, it depends on the weather. It depends on anything. They're just really different sometimes. You know. Oh, how about that?
First miss. You know, you can see he got a little funny, but I didn't expect a miss. You know, I think he settled for position on the 8 ball because he knew that, you know, don't do a whole lot and just, you know, take your medicine. And he was in a pretty decent range there to make that ball, just a little bit off.
He left Lukas in a tough spot here, though. I mean, this is not easy by any means.
What are you doing? Are you dicing this inside?
Go to corner, man.
Oh, you're going corner.
These sides are brutal.
I'm
nice
too
shot.
okay. That was a nice shot. He hit that so pure too. I mean, so pure. What a nice shot there. See, I'm too.
Hang on one sec, Mike. I got to go to a quick commercial.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're back. Lukas is up 3-1 after the Earl miss. Got Melina, Mike, Bobby Hilton in the booth. Hope you guys enjoying it so far. And if you have any comments, you want to talk to me or Mike, please let me know, and we'll respond to it. Again, there's the break again, Mike. Nothing easy. He hasn't made a ball yet, I don't think. Mike? Lost them.
Oh, sorry about that, boys. I was recording a little. I don't know. I was recording a little reel to post on Windows Open, giving a little update.
Yeah, I mean, you got all the rights to all the video here. Obviously, if you need it for any of your page, you can go right ahead, man. All good. Well, yeah, a little try break there again by Earl. So Lukas, no shot.
Oh yeah, 3-1 in favor of the kid. Not the most ideal starters by any means. I think you're going to see Earl bank this ball. It lays too good for me to pass this up because you can hold it for position on that 2. The 2 leads naturally to the 3. You get the 4 ball in a pretty decent spot. I'd be real shocked if he lays this one down.
Yep.
And then he went. Yeah. Really nice shot there from Earl.
Shot. Yeah.
Well, we need some more passion when you're saying boom there, Bobby. We need some fire when you're going there.
And he's, like I said, wide open here, and a little tic tac. No issues here, Mike. You know, 4 to 5 to 6, maybe a little bit. I'm not sure.
Earl special, you know. Going to come out 2 rails here for position on the 6. Leads naturally. I'm sorry, from the 5 to the 6 leads pretty natural though. Doesn't have to do a whole lot here, Bobby. I like seeing the horse run. You know?
And I love the way the angles he's getting on these balls. Just perfect.
Of course. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. You gonna get a little thin here?
I think he's all right, but yeah, you folks at home, man, those angles are important. You got to make sure you get those angles, good position. You don't want to be straight on every shot.
You can just see him. He doesn't. I love his style of play. Like, I feel like as great as some of these other players are in the world, and there's plenty of great talent out there, but the excitement and entertainment that you get from watching the guys like Earl or like a Mika who don't waste time and just get down. They can just process the table so easily and quickly. It's really easy on the eye for rotation, man. You know, it makes it fun to watch because they don't mess around. They just get to their business.
Right. I love it. And I'm a fast player myself, so I definitely appreciate it. And I mean, I think not different than one pocket. The slow play is really hurt our game, over the years. A lot of, just sometimes it's hard for the viewers to watch.
Yeah, I mean, especially when I've talked with some Mosconi Cup guys, and that was a pet peeve of a few of them. Is just like I don't know if it's just being Hollywood or what, but just being deliberate when it doesn't necessarily need to be so deliberate. It's like you're in a good spot, and I feel like the Americans more than anything, maybe just growing up in that bar table culture where everything was very connect the dots, where maybe they kind of take it for granted. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch, and Earl didn't waste any time. I think that was like a 40-second run out there.
Yeah, we both can make a nice reels out of that one.
Yeah, hey, listen, that'll fit within the 90, that's for sure. Good break from Lukas. The unconventional ball down though, but he does have a shot on the one. Hey, let me ask you a question. Now that we're slowly at the beginning here, is the 9 on the break? Is that a win?
That's a win. Yeah, we're playing old fashioned Texas Express rules, pretty much. Old school. They're not racking their own, so there's no pattern racking. If he makes the 9, they make the 9.
You're doing a lot of really good things out there, Bobby. I see you getting all these guys out there. I seen you sponsoring a few players and putting on some great matches, man. So kudos to you and everything you got going on out there. It's great seeing guys who are, putting money into the sport, into the players and getting behind them. Lord knows we need people like you in the industry.
Yeah, and right back at you. I think both of us a big part of it for sure. And we got a good team. Like I got my guy Joe Raccio, and you got your guys. You got the guy Panuzzo, is that his name? He's one of the guys that does all your my
old guys that get my ass a little bit and but support me. It's good to have people like that in your corner.
Definitely. And you got a little issue right here. That's the issue. He's gonna come to the bottom.
I wonder what he's gonna do there.
The bottom, come right over here.
Well, listen, when you shoot as straight as him, I'm taking on that shot. Now me, I got a little hitch in my giddy up, so I don't know if I'm doing that, but if I'm the kid and if I got his stroke, he's on the terrible side of that ball. I'll tell you that. But let's see. And he knew it right away too. He knew it right away when he put his finger down where he wanted to be at and how he came up a hair short. But he's a little tester. He's young.
Oh, look at that!
Come on,
wow!
Come on,
That's beautiful right there.
Give me a break, man. That's so good. That's so good.
He looks like he's playing me out there. You know what I mean? He's not playing Earl Strickland. Come on.
No kidding, right? That ball didn't touch a rail, fellas. It didn't touch a rail. It just went right in the hole. Nice shot from Lukas. Nice out there.
All right. So it's 4-2, race to 20 guys. And I just want to give all you guys out there shout out that subscribed. This is our new channel. This is the Shark Stream subscription channel. And what our goal here is on the subscription channel is bring people together. Like obviously Melina Mike, we got Earl Strickland, we got a young up and coming Lukas Fracasso-Verner. And everybody has to chip in, and you pay a little bit of money, we get a little money back, and it just makes it better for everybody because everybody has great stuff to watch. And we have some great amateur matches as well, Mike. I'm sure you're aware of that as well after this, right?
Yeah, I saw that on the flyer, which is great. And plus, you just build it up like a fight, man. You got a few different options for people. And plus, listen, if you're gonna tell me I get $5 for a pretty healthy set for 2 great American players, sign me up. It's very affordable. The streaming quality is great. Mad props for that. Is he gonna get away with this one ball? I don't think he is.
And another giant break. I don't want to keep talking to myself, but he's got to figure out that break.
Yeah, this is where I wonder how much Earl's gonna stay. I don't want to say into it, but just if he can keep level head to keep on pushing here as his break. Oh, he missed that ball. He tried to hold it. Tried to get a little cute there.
Well, this is gonna get him right back into it. At least a shot.
Yeah. This 3 ball's in a weird spot here, Bobby. I mean, I know the 5 ball's right there in a decent area, but the combination's gonna play pretty good. Yeah.
I hate combinations. They do me wrong. Like I'll always get that ball to just slide over a little bit too much or miss it. They get me.
Well, this is where he laid perfect. He can hit it with follow because that 1 ball is going to go right where that piece of chalk is. Sorry, that 3 ball is going to go where that. If it's not going to hold there, it's going to go a little forward. I don't like. Oh, it held pretty good. But see how he played it with follow just in case it ended up close by that first diamond in that chalk area.
where he's still going to play it in a way where he'll have a shot on it. So showing his experience there, and this is where this is where he can match up with anybody in the world. I mean, look at that ball in hand position there on the 5. You know,
beautiful. Yeah,
like,
I mean, that was not an easy run. He's making this run look pretty easy here.
Crazy, man. Just seeing this, like, you know, effortless pull. You know, he's done this a million times. I wonder what he's not happy about here.
Well, if you know Earl, he's never particularly happy. So he's gonna. I mean, that's his style. He gets, but it motivates him, I think, too. You know.
Yeah. Whatever it takes, man.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Jordan was never happy. You know that. He was always
beautiful shot there. A little drag draw, get perfect line, just enough for the cue ball off the rail where you're not, you know, having to dig on anything. And all because he hit that one ball a little thick when Earl's break was losing him. Now he's only down by 1, 4-3 to the kid. Race to 20. Fun start here. A lot of back and forth.
I hear the crowd going wild, so they're enjoying. I know definitely favored Lukas, but obviously anytime you get Earl, you're going to get his fans here. You know what I mean? You're going to get a lot of people out to see him as well. How many 9 balls do you think he shot after that last 9 ball in his lifetime, Mike? Quite a few, huh?
Sorry, say that again, Bobby.
I said, how many 9 balls do you think Earl Strickland has pocketed in his day?
You know, that would be an interesting question to ask. I mean, Lord, right? I mean, you know what's crazy? So I'm asking these. I just came back from hanging out with the Team USA guys right before they left for Moscone. They were talking about like how they were hitting 1,000 balls a day, and I'm thinking in my head like 1,000 balls a day. And I was there most days, but like I'm not keeping numbers in my head, but they probably are to a range and to an extent. But I'm thinking about that, and it's such an obnoxious number, like, right? It's so ridiculous to think you're hitting 1,000 balls a day. But then I think about it even more, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's just one day. Like, these are professional pool players. They do this day in, day out, over and over and over. I couldn't even begin to, make a educated guess what that number would be, because the way that these guys train, and it is training, is inspiring, man. It's incredible.
It is, and you're seeing it, and I also see it firsthand, and in the regular general public. I mean, if we try to explain it and bring it to them, you have to appreciate it. It's just the lifestyle they live, the travel, and everything else, and how much time they put into the table is what you're referring to. It's right. Unbelievable. Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about the Derby, right? We're not even playing where we're going. I don't know about you. I mean, I'm hardly hitting balls when I'm out there, but it's like, you're there, and by the time you leave from there, you're exhausted. These guys, I like the way he played that one. He's gonna get away with it too. They're playing the entire time, so it takes that mental strain to be able to stay engaged while you're competing. And then most of these guys are going from one event to the next on top of that. So it's like, and that's the way last year was. It was back to back to back to back. I mean, it was nonstop. It was never ending the way that these guys were playing. So
I think this year it's going to be the same. I see events popping up already and more money being added. So, but I think
it's good.
They can pick and choose, right?
Yeah, and it's pushing different room owners to figure out creative ways, not just with added money, but trying to not step on toes and piggyback some other events that are in the area around the same time. So it's smart. Look at the way he played that ball. God, what a nice shot. Played it 2 rails, the tap on the table. Even Lukas knows when he's given that respect there. That's such a nice shot.
And I don't know if you guys know Lukas out there, but anybody out there in the searching world or even the windows open, Lukas, he may not be, when you're out there gambling, playing with him, sometimes it may be a little sharp with his gambling stuff, but he really is one of the nicest kids. He has a good heart. He doesn't drink. He's never had a drink in his life. He doesn't do drugs. His life is full. That's all he loves. You know what I mean?
God bless him.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right, that's a little sellout right there, though, I believe.
It is, and that's he's gonna get away with it. He's gonna get away with it. That's jelly roll number 1 there for Lukas after he's given up a couple to Earl to start off the match. But
fortunately,
Lukas got to tighten up that safety game a little bit, Bobby. He's got to button that up a little bit.
Cue ball control, even position, like when he got out of position of that 6 earlier. That's what he definitely needs to work on. That he needs to work on his. And he does. We try and tell him, and he's getting there. But he knows his cue ball control needs some work.
Yeah, I think that's what it's these little aspects of your game, right? Like, he's a great player, but it's these little aspects that just take it from
you know, I was talking with Johan the other day, and you know, taking it from that range of, let's say, you know, low 90s to early or to high 90s percentage, right? And then you just start building from there to where eventually you get from that, you know, mid 90s to get close to 100, where you're just on autofocus after that, you know? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, and it's all these different areas, right? It's the cue ball control, it's the safety play, it's the decision making, it's the shot making, it's so many things, but all bundled into one. And but you can tell at this age,
health, you know,
yes,
mind,
yes,
absolutely,
of course, yeah. And how old is he? He's got, I think he was at Derby last year, so that would put him just above 21, 21, 22.
He just turned 22 in October.
Yeah.
But this it came a little long. I don't know if he was playing that for the side, but right there.
Yeah. I mean, it was hard to get in the bad spot there the way he played it, but I don't think he would have rather a little different than that. The shot there.
And those sides, and you can see him, especially look at the overhead. You know, look how far those sides go over. That's amazing.
No, thank you, buddy. I'll stay over here.
I know it. Nice shot, Lucas.
Yeah.
All right, give you guys a quick commercial. We'll be right back. All right, Earl's breaking down by gonna give Lucas on the game. Down 5-3.
And he's dry again.
Oh, he got the
he got a ball down.
Last second. Let's check out the replay and see what happened there. I think that two got kicked in the side.
I like this instant replay you got here, Bobby. It's quick. I don't waste any time here.
Yeah, we got the scribbles too, you know. We got I'll show you in a second. I think I showed you once the lines. We can what you think he's gonna do. He's gonna bring the cue, you know, the cue over here.
Oh, yeah.
Got that stuff too, you know.
Well, you know, it's funny because I got so taken back by the instant replay. I thought I would have bet a lot of money he was going to dice that one ball in, but he played. He opted to go safe. I like the grind here that we're seeing from the Pearl. You know, he wants to win.
Well, they're playing for cash too, so you know, putting up 2,500. So whoever wins,
beautiful,
you know, more money,
beautiful.
You know, and that's what it should be. I mean, I love seeing. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing the people grind for their own money and stuff. But when you get to this level, like I talked to Jonas and you know Lukas, even. You guys get to this level, you put your heart in, you know, you don't see golfers and tennis players, they're not putting up their own money. They're going out there to get paid. We want to see it. We can't do it, so you guys should get paid. That's just the way I feel about it. You know what I mean?
Well, it means a lot, and it goes a long way for these players. Lord knows I know it, and no matter what tier of a player that you're in, you know, and not just that, but whatever you got to do to incentivize them to, you know, light a fire. So kudos for that, and I'm sure it goes a long way, especially right before the holidays for everybody. So, and that's why I appreciate all you guys for hanging out and supporting Bobby and everything he's got going on, and make sure and continue it because, you know, it just trickles down. It's not doing it to make a living off of. He's doing this to support players and support those in the industry.
Wow, look at that. I appreciate that, Mike. Sorry about the interruption, but Earl just scratched again and maybe even gave the farm to Lucas on this 1-9er here.
Look at where the one ball ended up. I mean, look, he wasn't so far off. You know, if he lays that cue ball down, look at where the one would have been. He wouldn't have had a shot, and he would have beaten the kid to there. So a little off, but you know, I don't mind the choice there because he would have been pretty prime.
Everything's prime for the taking right here. No issues at all.
Stop. Just make sure and get on the inside of that 6 or give yourself some kind of angle is really all you're looking for. I think he's pretty perfect where he ended up right now. You just hold the ball right there.
Towards the rail a little bit, yeah. Very nice.
Oh, we got a little flat here, Bobby.
Let's see. He's still going to draw this ball back, I believe.
Yeah.
I like this. He's got
a little angle.
Yeah, he's just going to try to get to like the middle of the table, right about there.
There you go.
Right on the line. Nice job.
Inch it back a little bit.
That's it. That's not easy to do on these tables either, Mike. You know, these tables, again, these guys making it look easy, but, you know, if you're ever in Connecticut area, hopefully come to Yale, you'll see you playing this table. This is no joke. not easy what they're doing on these 4-inchers.
What was that tournament that just went by there where I seen like everybody and their mama stopped by there before the big event? Saw a lot of pictures.
It wasn't a tournament. They just came to practice. So what happened was on the big event at Jason's room, they were redoing the table, so they were no practice. So they came here, and everybody and their sister was here. I mean, everybody. You know, the Cole brothers were here.
How far is it from where your room to where Jason's is at?
Half an hour.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's we're far enough where we don't really compete too much, but we're close enough where if we need each other, we can like he came to, like I said, played a couple matches here for us and other things like that as well. So it's not bad. I got mad respect for him. Dude, he's so crazy, man. He just gets the crowd excited. He still plays on top of his game. Like you saw the pictures. He's cooking at his bar. Then he's out playing a match, smoking somebody. It's just unbelievable. This guy.
I saw it at the expo. I think it was last year, or the year before. Whenever I went, he was still with Perry and had a booth out there. It was the Jason Shaw booth. I think he paired along with Onboard and he was selling Perry cues out of there. And it was like he would just get done with the match, come out here, sell, $10,000 worth of cues. They'd call his match, he'd go back in there and do that, then come back out here and then have like breaking exhibitions, jumping exhibitions. And he was just, but that's just, he's being himself. Yeah.
And smiling too the whole time, Just, it was it's pretty awesome. Just mad respect because definitely not everybody can do that. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
It's funny you mentioned, that he won that 2 years ago, but our guy Jonas won the year after. He actually
that's right.
He beat Jason Shaw, and it was Jonas's biggest win. He was so excited. That's what it's all about. You see these kids win a big event like that. They just it's like us winning our first weekly tournament, but it's times a billion. You know what I mean?
Like you see the reason why you get behind these guys, Bob, is because you see their work ethic. Besides them being, you're not doing it because they're great guys. I mean, I'm sure they are, but right. It's like they put in the time, and so to see that kind of pay off for them, I'd imagine is a very special feeling for you as well.
Yeah. I agree. I appreciate that. It definitely is, and you're right. I mean, these guys are. You see it, and you start talking to them, and a lot of people, USA. Listen, I love all the USA guys. You know what I mean? But and Lukas has great work ethic, but those guys from Spain, man, they're just monsters for whatever. They just have the work ethic. It's insane. It's insane. Yeah. Oh, another thing too. David Alcady was commenting on my stream I did, and I threw a challenge out there. I said, no, I want to put something together. I want to put like a $10,000 prize money, somebody against David Alcady next time he's back in the area. American player.
Who were you thinking, and what kind of game you thinking?
Guy, probably rotation game, I think, 9 or 10 ball.
Of course. Yeah, it has to be rotation for sure.
But I mean, who could be Sky or Fedor, right? The only two Americans that would, because David's great, right? He's unbelievable.
His 9-ball break with 9 on the spot is one of the top 5 in the world right now. Yeah. Easily.
Get that shot by Earl.
Nice shot.
I'm gonna have to replay it, but we might miss the 7-ball. But what a great cut this is.
So thin, man.
Amazing. And look at the ball control.
Problem is the way you hit that ball. It's like if you don't hit it center pocket, then you're done. You're hanging it up, and he hit that just as pure as can be.
Look at this. Not happy.
No.
Good here, Mike.
I personally, I like playing it 2 ways. I like playing for the bank and leaving that cue ball on the rail, unless you really like the cut in the where you're looking at in the left here on the bottom, right where he's at. But if not, then I play it like I'm playing half bank, half cue ball on the rail. But I'm making sure above all else, I'm laying that cue ball down. Nice thick hit. I think he's cutting his ball.
He is going for it.
Yeah, he's cutting that ball.
Ooh, it came up.
Second 9-ball that he's missed.
Yeah, and he's going to look at the shot here. Now Lukas might get like more racks. It's not over by any means, but.
No, it's not. But, at 6'3", it's a big difference between 7'3" and 6'4", So yep. I don't want to state the obvious there, but, 2 missed 9 balls from Earl. These are things. And then, your break's kind of, getting away from you a little bit, not finding any kind of rhythm there. You got to take advantage when you can. Good shot there from Lukas.
Yeah, and especially with when with alternate break, you start getting these big deficits are way harder to come back from it when not winner break style, if you know what I mean.
I think that's the catch-22, right? It's like because you wanna keep it alternate break to give you a chance to, I don't want to say hang around, but where it evens out a little bit. But then once you're in a hole, it's like, okay, now you got to figure out a way. Well, I gotta plan on him making a lot of mistakes for me to make it that ground.
Right.
So each 9-ball miss is a 2-game, really a 4-game swing there. So
definitely
kudos to Lukas for putting the ball away.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, he's playing Earl Strickland like he's playing APA league, if you know what I mean. He's playing fantastic so far. Really not too many mistakes, a couple cue ball control errors, but overall 10 racks in, he's pretty solid.
Yeah, see, look now, it's Earl's break, so that would have been on Lukas's break, which would have been one of the ones you're hoping to make up ground on. When you have that layout that he had there, I mean, there's not many people in the world that are going to bet against Earl Strickland not getting out. So here, look at this. He's breaking with his playing cue. He's got a pretty nice shot here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. This is going to give him more confidence too if he can find some rhythm in that break. And look at where everything lays here, Bobby. Everything is so nice for him.
Yeah, and he's going to just move around the table like a ballerina,
Yeah.
Draw this to the side a little bit. He's going to try to just come right over here.
When I see guys like this, the way they move, it just reminds me of watching The Hustler, right? When you're watching the fat man just move around the table.
Yep, absolutely. Good stuff.
Is that 6-ball past the 7, huh?
I believe so. Yeah, he does. You can tell by the way he's playing position.
Yeah.
So, a little bit overhead just to check it out, but it looks close, but
it looks close, but I don't think he would have played it like that if it didn't. That's for sure.
I agree.
Big shot here. And he just got by that ball, Bobby. I mean, just barely. But, I wouldn't be surprised if it grazed at a hair on the way in there because that was right up on it. Good shot from Earl. Nice out from Earl. Give the guy the confidence that he needs to, nip at Lukas's heels a little bit.
Yeah, he's gonna have heart. I mean, you realize how much things he's won over the years, right? I mean, obviously, you talk gold. He's in the conversation.
Of everything.
Multiple U.S.
5-time U.S. Open. World champion.
Titles, yeah. Mosconi
every
MVPs. Game. Unbelievable. Let's talk a little bit about Mosconi Cup. My theory was, and a lot of people don't disagree with me. Some disagree with me, some agree, but I just think that Shane had to do a little better. I think from the beginning when he missed those key balls, the emotion from the team and them, he wasn't even out there sometimes, and I think that makes a difference on the team. I don't think it was there. People saying replace everybody. I don't necessarily like that. I don't know what your theory is on that.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm in the camp of replacing everyone. I'd rather have a real honest come to Jesus talk with them. If it were me, we can have public opinions all we want. We're just pundits and talk online. But
thank God, or else we would have no job.
Yeah, but it sits differently when it's someone that's that's arm in arm with you, that's on the battlefield there with you. I think it's got to come from leadership from within. They got to have, and I know that kind of like Earl, Shane's the alpha in the room, and he's a leader in the room, whether he wants to be. Look at that break. Look at that cue ball. Whether he wants to be or not, whether it's official title or unofficial title, you got to realize that what you mean to these young kids. So, and I don't think Shane embraces that. I don't think he wants that, but whether you like it or not, if you're going to be in that role, you got to realize where you're at in the pecking order. So,
I agree 100%. Everything you said.
I expected a lot out of these guys, and I was with them right before, and I can tell you, like, it wasn't for lack of effort or work ethic. Obviously the wheels came off, and it was embarrassing, like not even the word, but it's got to fall on someone's shoulders. I think the lineup was part of it, the leadership's part of it, and then at the end of the day, Shane's just checking out. That's the part that you can't give him a pass.
And unfortunately for him, his record is not even remote for his quality of skill and talent and award and accolades that he's won over the years. You know what I mean? He just the Mosconi Cup, whatever his style or the format doesn't favor him. It's just he doesn't have the percentage.
And I get this way of like, you can as a leader or a coach or a teacher, not everyone's gonna be receptive to the same thing, right? Like you can't have one way to figure out how to get through to everybody. You got to be able to adapt and adjust. Wow, look at that 6 ball that he missed.
I thought we were gonna get through this whole conversation with him running like cheese, just going right through it like butter,
That you can tell, just how they make it look easy, like you mentioned many times, Bobby, but it's not, because he wasn't too far off on there. And I don't know if it was just taking it for granted or just a little bit of a miss hit, but this is if you're Earl, you got to get this ball down, but it's deep in there. And look at this, he's got to go one rail.
Let's check this out.
Gonna hit that second rail before it goes for sure. Oh,
wow. Look how close this was, guys. And again, that pocket, he missed that 6 ball deep in there. And I thought he hit it good when he hit it.
I thought he hit it good too.
Yeah.
Because you can only just do what you can there. Earl played it great. I think I love the way that he was trying to hit that second rail before, just to make sure he's coming out for an angle on the next ball.
And follow it, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's no man's land right there. If you hit it that way, and a little bit of a roll too, if you think about it, because it was so deep, and you get them, and the cue ball was by the 7 where.
Absolutely.
Lukas got away with one. So
it really did. Very fortunate. And believe me, those things keep Earl up at night. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow. That was kind of chopped at that one a little bit.
Yeah,
look at this one. Look at this.
Another roll.
Look at this.
He got another roll.
Yes, he did.
Real bad.
He did. He kind of jabbed at it a little bit. It wasn't his purest delivery there of the cue.
You guys are going to see something here, folks. Don't go anywhere.
If you've ever watched Earl play anywhere, the cue ball on the rail is like dead nut specialty. I'm not saying he's going to make this ball, but you know that this is well within his range, Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What? Wow. What did I see there?
Yeah, let's check out the replay again. And it looks like, and I agree with you, because he does a lot of those trick shots with the ball on the rail, and he just
kind of whacked that a little bit too.
Yeah. Oof. All right, so Lukas with a big 8-4 lead. Not over, race to 20, guys. And
the drama.
Yeah, we'll be right back. It's gonna take a quick break. We're gonna watch a commercial. All right, Earl breaking down 8-4, Mike. What do you do here? What do you think when you're playing?
First things first. He's doing job number 1, which is get a ball down on the break.
Not happy at
but he's getting tilted. He's getting a little tilted now because it's not going his way.
Yeah. And this is why we were going to think about miking him. we didn't. Well, we were thinking about miking him.
Oh yeah, no, I love that. Even if it's just a mic in the room to pick up that noise, and especially when you got a guy like Earl who can be a gold mine of content and animation, So I'm with you there. But Earl's he's got to get settled. He's got to get settled. You're only about a third of the way through the match here.
He tried to break up the 4 there. He hit it. He didn't get it. So he's going to try again here.
I don't like it this time. I mean, I like it the first time because of where the 2 ball sat. But this time, depending on where you hit, you could put yourself in a bad situation.
Right behind that 6 for sure.
Yeah. I'd rather just lay up on it, either play a little safe on the 3 or just try to play safe on the 4 whenever you get there. Look at this. Now.
Now that was really
well, he
bad
played the cue ball really well, because he broke. If he made the two, he would have been just beautiful on this three ball. But he forgot one important part of that shot, which is put the ball in the hole. So huge opportunity here for Lukas. Ices it in. Where's the cue ball though?
Good.
Oh, he's good. Look
at
good. And over to Earl, please. I want to see the look on his face right now.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Hey
Backed
guys,
up over the 8 though.
Yeah, perfect for the 4, right? A couple answer the questions. Somebody says it's too late to subscribe. Obviously, if you hear us, you're already subscribed. But if you want to get somebody to subscribe, they still can. Again, we got 3 matches tomorrow, 1 more match after this tonight. Of course, got special guest Mike Molina with me in the booth for this match. And first breaking run goes to Earl. Yep, thank you very much. And Lukas shooting the 6 ball. What's he thinking about here? Just worried about the angle.
Yeah, I like the way he played it there. And don't overthink it there. You know, you got to do a lot to get in a bad spot.
Is it going to come this way, or is he going to try to draw it past that side?
Drawn out of it.
Yep, just like that.
Well, this is like he like middled it. You know, it's like he didn't know what he wanted to do there.
Yep.
Okay, here you go. You got to come with a good shot here, because this is
this
is no hanger.
He's going to just come right back over here if he makes it.
Yeah.
Got to make the shot though.
How do you like this for your money? This is part of the beauty of pool, though. Like if you love gambling, there's so many different things you can gamble on. Like this is a shot where you can put money on. You know,
for sure. He's gonna duck here.
No.
Oh, there we go.
All the way, May. Look at where he's gonna.
Earl's just like he's gonna have a shot in a week.
Oh, look at this! So this isn't easy at all. Tough.
But I'm saying he hasn't had a shot in a week. He's brutal here.
Oh.
Nice shot by Earl. Give him that boom right there. Beautiful stroke.
Look, and you're down 8-4, Bobby. You're down 8-4, and you come with that one.
Yeah, and a 4-incher, man. Just if you hit it bad, it's not going to go.
Hitting the whole ball. Nice shot from the Pearl. 8-5. The guy's not out of the match yet by any means, and I love this fight that we're seeing, Bobby. I love seeing that him still going out there. It's real easy to fold in certain spots because Lukas has gotten a little bit of a roll of the ball. They're going after it, man.
Love it too. I agree with you 100%. And the beauty of our sport right here is, what other sport can you see this? A living legend versus an up and comer, and it's a close match. But I mean, there's nothing else in the world like this. Nothing.
Very poetic, because you have Earl, who is in the twilight of his career in so many aspects, and Lukas, who's just who's brand new in so many aspects of it. Just very young, and but still seeing that where they're at in their abilities is very much equal and a very high standard. So it's incredible to watch, man. Especially them being American, it kind of makes you have that much more pride, and Earl being the legend that he is.
For sure, absolutely. Great point right there. Love our American pool player. He's definitely the best American ever. Obviously Shane's up there, but I think Earl's resume is a little bit.
Cue ball. Oh, another
nice kiss. Nice kiss right there.
Going to the side.
It was. He got a nice kiss.
Oh man, yeah. How are you running right now?
Yeah,
he's playing all safe here though, Bobby. I'd like trying to put it right between that 8 and 9 up top.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
It's just such a nice area to get into, but you get a little. Oh, beautiful, perfect. Beautiful. I thought he came a little hot off of there. Just a little bit much speed, but
a lot of traffic down there.
That's right where you want it to be at.
Although I think Earl's okay here. I think he's going to do some kind of kick.
Two railer. Yeah, he's got a two railer.
One railer, I think he might get the one railer. But
you're right there. You're right there. But here's the thing: it's going to bounce again.
He's
going to bounce again.
Now. Look at him. He's frustrated. Let's look at the PTZ. You can see, you make a great shot. And can you imagine being Earl Strickland? I mean, obviously it's tough to imagine that, but it'd be so great. You know what I mean? And then, you just maybe not play that you shot that well as you should have or could have. It's got to be a little frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, Lukas came with a great shot to put him in that position in the first place.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think Earl didn't quite expect that much of a bounce with either one of those, but especially the cue ball more than anything. But I like what he had in mind, but it's at the end of the day, it's 9 ball, right? These things are gonna happen. Now here's the shot right here that how much guts do you got here, kid? You're gonna end up you want to get in that window?
Yeah, that's what he's looking at. He's looking to get underneath that 6 ball.
Yeah, yeah. So that tells you it doesn't pass the 8, for sure doesn't pass the 9. So it's got maybe one pocket to go to, maybe 2 on the side, but he's playing in the same pocket. He just made the 3 ball there.
You can come into it too, It's gonna
I like that, Bobby. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Most pros don't like playing it that way. Because they don't like moving balls around.
No, I agree. Well, look at this.
What are you doing here?
What's he playing here? 69?
Combo?
Yeah, 69. I don't like this.
I like combos, but I don't know if I like this combo.
There you go, Mike. Nothing wrong with that.
You play safe too.
He fired it right in.
Or just make it in. It don't matter.
All right, quick word from our sponsor, guys.
Salotto is the world's premier pool community. Playing your friends has never been more fun. Raise the bar with Salotto so regular practice can become real pressure. With monthly prizes and cash payouts, Salotto brings pool to the people. You can even submit match results to Fargo Rate through Salotto if you want, but you don't have to.
All right, we're breaking. Earl, 9-5 here. I got to add that game to Lukas. But he does make a ball.
If Earl can just button up a few of these mistakes here, Bobby, he's getting balls down on the break now, which is different than what we've seen on the first 3 breaks that he's had.
Yep, I agree. Okay. And he might need a roll here and there too. I mean, Lukas very fortunate with 2 misses. He left Earl behind that 6 ball.
Oh,
what do we get there? Oh, did it leak out?
It did. He's going to try to stick it and hold that cue ball off the 8. Playing all 1 ball here. Oh, no, he's not. Wow, I'm wrong. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You're trying to go to, you were thinking the other way, right?
Yeah, I just like, because I know what I can get from the cue ball. Like, I know that if I hit it in a certain spot, I can hold it off the 8, and just try to play where I think the 1 ball is going to end up. But look at that shot. God, that's so difficult to do what he just did there. And it's not going to get any easier for him.
But hey, keep swinging, right? You keep going, and he makes that one more good shot. He's home free, so.
It's the whole rack right here. Bobby, you're right. You hit the nail on the head.
Yep. Look at the long view. I don't think he can get by that 7, right? He's got to go to the opposite corner.
No, it goes past the 7, don't it?
Okay, I guess it does.
I think he's still playing it your way, though.
Yeah. I just think that the pocket opens up that way, just like it wants you to come in there. Again,
I hope everyone watching just appreciates how difficult of a shot that was with the cue ball on the rail on 4-inch pockets.
Yep.
And look at that that roll.
It is a bad roll. It's a great shot by Earl.
It is. Yeah.
But gonna have to come with another one again. It keeps going. Like quicksand sometimes, when you're playing this game.
What do you got to do though, Bobby? What do you got to do to, get your head above water? Because he's playing good. He's just not getting the run of the ball a little bit here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. My buddy used to say punt. I really don't know.
Behind the 9?
He's gonna leave him, try to get him there, but at least leave him long.
Yeah, if nothing else, he left the cue ball pretty close to the cushion, but he was picking up his arms and he knows. He left the shot here, and much like Earl had to do, Lukas is going to have to give him one back and come with the shot. It's hard to see him play conservative here, but
this is one that I see him as a kid. I guess he can't see it. It looks like he's trying to kick here, or no? He can make this, right?
You think he can see it, Bobby? I think he can see it.
I think so too. But it looked like he was going to the side rail. But I mean, he practiced these shots all the time on this table. Those spot shots are similar.
A little different when you got the pearl sitting there. Look at this.
That's what I'm talking about.
And look
and that's from knowing. You know what I mean? I know he practiced those shots so many times, and he definitely felt comfortable making it. If you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So this is what we talked about before with the cue ball control. No reason.
And he had just gotten a little rub off the 7, which was pretty generous for him. You know.
Look at this. He had perfect window there. He could have put a little more spin on there to get around it. Just
those are things you're gonna have to button up if you're Lukas. You know.
Then comes through with this. How about that?
Good night. Good night. What a recovery shot there.
Beautiful shot, right?
And if you're Earl, look, I'm not even Earl, and I'm on tilt a little bit. You know.
I know, right?
This is a little bit tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You
gotta just weather the storm.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
I like that little, stun run through shot, but I think he's a little flat here. I don't think he's out of the woods. Jacking up to draw back.
Yeah, a little straight.
Got a little angle.
But I'm liking Lukas on this shot. Feeling strong.
Let me tell you something. I'm shooting this shot. I'm 3-railing this ball because I'm dogging it that bad. All right?
There we go. That's dogging it, guys. Every time he says dogging it, you got to do a shot, guys. Every time he says dogging it, you got to do a shot. All right. And that's a 10-5 race now. So now Lukas needs 10. Earl needs 15.
It wasn't the most it wasn't the most textbook run out, but he figured out a way to get there. That's for sure.
Yep. Earl's got to, like I said, weather that storm, and got to get a couple rolls and pull it together. Lukas has got to put his head down and keep grinding, right? Keep just full speed ahead.
Yeah,
are we going to talk about the WTN or anything like that, or no? World Pool Tour, what are we talking about here? Players are commenting.
World Pool Tour, what are we talking about?
I don't know. It says the players have to earn their way into the WNT, so they can't be outside the captain's pick. Oh, that's what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
All right, Lukas breaking here. The big lead, 5 racks and alternate break.
Don't put it.
Oh man! I want to go to the PPZ. Just look at Earl for a second.
I'm not one to give a little. Look, his arms are going up. My arms are going up. What do you got to do here?
That's amazing.
That's a little chilly, Bobby. That's a little chilly. He was not supposed to be that good at all on that ball.
No, he was supposed to be
not because he hit a bat or anything, but to get that rub in that spot to be right there. That's rough.
It's funny because if you watch, if anybody out there, you want to watch the interview I had with Earl half an hour before the match, he was so talking like, he's the luckiest player or he's the unluckiest player, 9 balls all luck and all this stuff. And I'm like, come on, Earl, you won, you're the best 9-ball player ever almost, it could be argued for sure. And now look at this, he's getting every bad roll against him. It's unbelievable.
Well, I mean, it's already doubled up, in a race to 20. It's crazy because it just seems like we just started an hour and 20 minutes ago. It's been a flash because they're just playing so well. But the few mistakes, Lukas has capitalized on, a few rolls of the ball has gone in his favor. But, at the end of the day, it just more magnifies those 2 misses on the 9 because then it's like those were your premium spots to rack up some points and take one away from them. And now it just seems like it's it's in a tough position here for the Pearl.
Gave him the rack's 11-5, and he's just rolling, man. Now at that roll and just what I like about that though, like he took that roll and he took advantage of it. He didn't think about it. He just said okay and just ran the rack. That's amazing.
You have to though. If you're in that spot and you're in that type of player, that's what you're supposed to do. You got to put your foot on the throat when no matter what. And handle your business than he did there. However it may have ran, you got to take advantage of it. So see if Earl can answer.
Yeah. And I give a shout out to my guy Bob Lewis right there, referee. He was the referee at the U.S. Open. Great guy, and I like it. Like I said, like you, we have so many guys that help us to do what we do. You know what I mean? There's no way we could do it without all of them. You know what I mean? Just
absolutely.
Very lucky.
Well, Earl, I think had gotten the ball down the previous 2 or 3 racks at least, but he's coming up dry on this one. Not the easiest of positional shots. You're gonna have to come, 1 or 2 rails out for the two. Oh, he's going 3 rails. Oh, I like the way.
How about that?
There.
And
That's a nice
obviously
shot.
this is the issue right here, right now.
And you attack it though, right here. I wonder.
Yeah, you
I wonder if you got
could,
the angle.
you could slide it right into there. A little tap, right?
He's very aware of it too.
Oh,
he's just
decided to
playing
go a different route. Maybe he can play it. Maybe if he can get the cue ball somewhere over here, he can make it.
What though? Can't ask for
That's
much
what he's
better
looking at.
position than that.
Yeah.
This is the gross thing about watching these guys play pool. It's like they just, when they're dialed in like this, they put the ball in just real specific areas and execute so well. It's amazing. And we all know, because we played the game, just how difficult it is.
Right. It makes us want to go out. Look at that.
Oh.
Wow. That's a great shot.
Boom. I like
Yeah.
the boom.
But yeah, that makes us want to go out there and play. You know what I mean? Watching these guys makes you want to start hitting balls. I could do that. I want to do that.
Either that or quit, one of the two. Oh, here we
Wow.
go, Earl. Here's your chance. See,
All
this
right,
is
he
the
needs a
equivalent
couple
of
rolls.
that 4-ball earlier where Earl broke him out and sold out the 2. This is like your chance to get one back off of that.
Yep. That's really
did the
not a
hard work
roll.
for
That's a
you.
miss, but he'll take it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Take advantage of it now.
Strickland going 1 rail here. Maybe 2.
Yeah.
All right. Wasn't looking for 2, but he'll take it.
Yeah, I like being on the inside of that ball though, because it's just so natural to get on the 8 no matter what. There you go. There you go. 2 balls away from getting one back.
And we want Hill, guys. We want to keep Michael Lena as long as we can. So
Oh man,
let's get it.
I want
Hill.
him. I'm just enjoying it no matter what, but even more so that's as tighter as it gets. And it's like you think about it being, what is it, 6-11 now? It doesn't seem like it was that lopsided, because it's the smallest of little errors that are just adding up. But all in all, I think it's been pretty even so far. It's just little
Couple
mistakes.
rolls, couple misses. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it goes both ways. You know that it can turn, and I mean, couple rolls, couple misses the other way, and it goes right. Could turn on. This game's fickle, if you know what I'm saying. Sometimes can be real fickle.
I mean, it can be really difficult to have to get through some of those tough parts, and this is another aspect of the game where, I really admire a lot of these guys because they can just, they have the ability to just process and let go and compartmentalize things. And, where, listen, we've played against people, we know, I still think about a miss I did 3 years ago, that I ain't gotten over. So,
Yeah,
and these guys
yep.
just have to let it go right in the moment.
Yep.
Nice break there from Lukas.
Have a shot here unless something weird happens.
Look at
Like
this.
that.
Now the roll's going the other way, Bobby.
Yeah.
Now the 8-ball kicked him where he would have had a shot, but now he doesn't, it looks like.
Might see the first push unless he wants to hit the edge of this ball here.
Here's the foot, right? We're 17 racks in, 18 racks in. Not one push out.
I like to push out, try to get the 1 by the 4, I guess.
Hey, right behind the 4. I like that.
Wow. Didn't quite get there, so.
No, but I love the choice though, Just came a little hot. What do you like here, Bobby?
Sorry, Joe was showing me something.
I know you're good.
I like that. That's a good shot.
It ain't bad, I'll tell you that. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, now Lukas gonna go 2 rail here, you thinking?
Problem is you got to make sure that 1 ball hits a rail after.
Yeah, he's gonna fire. So he's gonna fire, come this way, and that's a lot of distance there.
A lot of ground.
He's trying to leave the cue ball right around here somewhere. So he's trying to roll it this way. See if he can get there. And again, looking at it from this way, that's feasible. You just got to hit the right side, our right side of this 1 with the cue, so it slides this way. See how he hits it.
Let's see how he hits it indeed.
Okay.
Here we go. All right, Earl.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right.
Licking his chops.
This is where we talked about the alternate break, right? It's like you got to hope your opponent makes mistakes, but you know, once you get them, you better do what Lukas did to you a little bit ago and take advantage of it. Nice shot there. Yeah, you don't got to do a whole lot there because you know
this right here.
There it is. There it is.
He's trying to get in this circle right here.
Like you got to really try hard. Oh, not get good on the floor, but if you got to make the ball. Tell you what though, I think the easiest of balls to get shape on from here.
Yeah. This is not going to be easy either. There's 9 balls in the way. And
yeah.
If he goes off the rail, he might slide off the bottom of the 9 and leave the cue somewhere down here, you know?
Yeah. I guess it just depends on how much of that 3 ball he can really get to makes. Oh, you can get a pretty good hit off of this.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Gotta love the camera angles, right, Joe?
There you go.
I put him in.
That's it.
Oh.
My IT guy's sitting right here.
I was gonna take table 4's camera and spin it to the other side so we can get the other angle.
Both of them.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if Lukas
come with a shot here.
Yeah.
Time.
Okay.
Oh. Not the most ideal of spots, but he'll take it for sure, especially being back at the table, considering where he left that 1 ball to start this rack. You know, you would have figured Earl would have ran out, and but I don't think Lukas is necessarily out of the woods because it's not a hanger. Oh, all right, Earl. All right, Earl.
Oh, look.
Oh man.
Oh. He's gonna go after this 2 rails for sure. I feel
Go
like.
get out there and Mike Earl.
Please, yeah.
Please, Mike says.
Yeah.
I can imagine because, like I said, we're feeling it. You know, if we're feeling it, how's he feeling it? You know.
Well, this is this is a result of
yeah.
Well, not just that, but he put himself in this spot, right? Because you missed the 3 ball earlier.
Yep.
You know.
But they don't think like
that.
Nice try.
I don't know. That was a weird way to go at it.
I don't know. Let's check out the replay. That's not a big pocket to get it by, folks. With that 4 ball there, really
He
not.
just didn't widen it out enough. It came off a little sharp off that rail. I think he really wanted to widen that cue ball out just a hair more. Nevertheless, wow, yeah. I mean, wow. He came with a tough shot like this earlier, a couple racks ago, though, Bobby.
Yep.
Did he make the ball? Did he make the ball?
Not. But look at this. It's funny. One of those matches, Lukas playing Guama, and Guama was getting every roll. It just seemed like, and just got to fade him. Got to fade him and get through it. And it's part of the business, I guess. Yeah,
I mean, if you're Lukas, you gotta be able to put situations like this away, right? These are world-class, talented players, and the roles are going to go back and forth for sure. But there's a certain class of player where they make sure and bury you at a real high clip.
Right.
How do you like this shot for your money?
I think he is. He likes this shot, I think.
Yeah.
Corner. Follow it forward.
Oh yeah, he's just going on the right. Yeah, for sure. Number 1 pocket player. I'm looking at like you're shooting at your hole over here on the left.
Yeah. He's gonna just draw this ball out now. Oh, issue here. Should double up the score again here. And I like that about Lukas. I mean, he just missed that 4 in that same pocket. He gets up and just right back to business. I like the way he's executing.
Good recovery, good rack that he had no business winning. He's going to take another lead here, another rack on his side for Fracasso-Verner.
Yep.
It's going to be 12-6. Puts away this 9 ball. Fun rack, though.
Yeah, and it's not insurmountable, but it's getting there. It gets close. Every game Lukas wins, he's getting closer to 20.
Yeah.
So
opportunities that you just didn't capitalize on when you should have, and you would, if you were a betting man, you would have looked up and said, well, Earl's out here.
Right. All right, guys. You guys are watching This is the Shark Stream Championship, and there is a trophy and also 2,500 prize money. And we got Mike Molina, Bobby Hilton in the booth, giving you guys live action from Lukas Fracasso-Verner and the great Earl Strickland. Lukas leading right now 12-6. It is a race to 20. And if you join us after this, we have another match with some great amateurs going at it. Dave Gavish versus Mike 2.0. And we got Bobby Hunt and Kickin' Chicken calling that match. So don't go anywhere after this match. A lot more excitement going on. And we're back to live.
Earl to break. Big game here. You know, it's time to make up ground. You're not going to have any more room for error. If you're always got the 1 ball down, the 2 ball is going to dress up by the side. 7 ball going to get in the way. It's not. And Earl is going to have to take advantage of this opportunity without a doubt.
Can't agree with you more. I mean, again, you keep rolling here, but get close to that 20 mark. Yeah, I don't know if you want to get on that side, but I think he's still all right.
I can guarantee you he didn't, Bobby. I can promise you that.
I was trying to be nice there, but all right.
Yeah. But you know, he can get on the ball from here. You know, you just bear down, make sure you put it away. I don't think it's the toughest ball to get position.
How about that?
Don't get on the ball. Don't get on the ball.
How about that? Let's look at the replay. That was a really good shot. And like Mike said, bear down, make the shot, and look at the speed on that just to get the position on the 4 ball.
Okay, you get to the bottom of the cue ball here because that makes a huge difference for whether or not he's going to get out of this rack. And he could, and he drew out of it. And look at this. He's in prime position now. This is what you want. And this is a very different Earl than we saw at the beginning whenever he was running out. You know, he was real fluid. I talked about the hustler and seeing the fat man move around. Right. Earl's a little bit more particular in these last few racks. I'd love to see him kind of get back to dancing a little bit. You know?
Yep. I think it takes a little bit of confidence. You get this run out, Lukas misses a break, and then you might start seeing that a little bit more. Unhappy again. A little straighter than he wanted, but I think he's all right. And again, folks,
you got options here.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the 4-inch pocket, that wouldn't be an issue at all. But because it's the 4-inch pocket, they definitely a little bit more leery playing those in the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus the cheating aspect, just you become a lot more aware of it.
Yep.
Of trying to cheat those pockets. So, but nice out by Earl and a big spot. Got the break going for him a little bit in the last handful of racks. So let's see if he can capitalize on any kind of mistake, if there is one by Lukas to be had on this upcoming one.
See what happens. Lukas up 12-7. He's going to be breaking again. We're doing an alternate break here, race to 20. Pretty much Texas Express rules. Wild everything. These guys don't really crap in 9 balls too much, but it does happen.
Yeah, I think so far we've seen just one combo. Maybe one other time. Yeah.
So, nothing made out of turn where they weren't expecting to make it. So let's go to the overhead. Check out this break here, Mike. Trying to make that 6 ball, right? I mean, trying to make the 2 ball.
You can tell he was putting a lot of spin on the ball the last break, but he got a ball down. Looks like 3, 6, 9. No ball down this one. And look at this. Earl's already halfway up the table.
I know. Watch this 2 ball, Mike. I just missed it, but it just missed. He just spun that 2 ball out of there, and that's the ball he was trying to make on the break.
Where everything's at, though. Got options. Put that first ball down, which you did. Now you're just playing for the 3. He's not going to like this, but I would be surprised if you don't take this on.
Take this home.
It lays real good. This is very much in a high percentage area for Earl. Yeah, you can just control it so much, Bobby. That's why I really like that shot. Boom.
Yeah,
as they say.
Great shot. Yeah. There it is.
There's some rhythm, Bobby.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it, Mikey. You can see it.
Yeah. Here we go. We got a game now.
We're gonna draw this ball round table. 1, 2, 3. Gonna get on the bottom of it. Not too much on the bottom though.
all right, you know.
You see the body English on that. He wanted just to bounce a little bit. It didn't bounce as much as
you
he
may have
wanted.
to let the cue ball move a little bit more than what you intended,
Yeah.
but you're not fading a lot of the table, right? You got 4 balls left. Come on, Earl. Let's get back. Let's get within 4 here. And I'm not rooting for anyone. I just want to see a competitive match. But I want to see the legend get back in here, get a little closer, start nipping at his heels a little bit.
A little bit.
1, 2, gonna end up pretty good. Pretty good. All right. I like this. You make this ball, you win the rack here for my money. You know, it's all boiling down to the 7 ball. You just got to make sure and put it down, and he did.
Beautiful.
Wasn't the cleanest of shots, but he got it in there.
4-incher will take it, right? Gonna put some bottom right
I'm getting
spin.
nervous on that shot with the 4-inch pockets, Bobby, and I ain't even got a cue in my hand. You know?
Look at Earl. I love the antics. Just Earl being Earl. You can hear the crowd going out there, and we got a game again. Every time we think something happened, and here we are, 4-game lead. That's nothing for either one of these guys.
Oh, listen, 8-12, a lot sweeter of a smell versus 7-14 or 13, whatever it is. So good out there by Earl.
And again, I give a shout out to my guy Mike Molina. I'm sure you guys know, but all you Sharkies out there, it's Windows Open and Dogging It podcast. He does a lot of great things. All the pros, Moscone Cup. What's it? Fort Worth Billiards, is that right? One of the places that you've been sponsored by. Doing a real good job for you.
Yeah, Trujillo over there is helping us out quite a bit for this month throughout our Moscone Cup month, and we couldn't do it without him. He's a real big part of why the page has been successful. You know, last year at the Derby, or about a week, maybe like 2 weeks before the Derby, he hits me up and he says, and I just found out that I wasn't going to be able to get a booth, and he hits me up and he says, Mike, are you going to the Derby? And if you are, I want to sponsor you out there. And I'm like, listen, I'll tell you what, and I'd never done like on the spot interviews. And I said, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do through here, but I can tell you, I'm going to try my best to come up with something unique and different. And hopefully it'll be well. And the page did its best week in that week. I think I got a few videos that got over 1 million hits.
You lit it up on Derby last year. You killed it.
It was great, man. A lot of it was Efren though. Efren's run was pretty special, but
of course, nice break right there by Earl. Unfortunately, nothing on 2.
No, but you can keep control though, Bobby. You can keep control, which is great. Gotta make sure and lay this ball down.
Good job at Fort Worth. And like I said, without people in businesses that support us, we would not be doing what we do. I know I wouldn't be, and I'm sure you wouldn't be either. It's amazing the community and people that we have that love the sport, almost as much as we do, if not as much as we do.
I can understand what you do as well. When a lot of this, you start streaming stuff for the fans, but you take a big risk and you put a lot of your own money up and lose a lot of money a bunch of time, but you do it because you're passionate and you love the sport. And then you get these people who are coming out here, like everybody tuning in tonight and supporting what you got going on. So I love that, man. And it's Lord knows I've had many of the events or places that I've gone to where I've been bankrolling it and it's been scary and it's been, and I've tried to find creative ways to stay afloat, but only now is it paying off a little bit better. But at the same time, we're still pushing forward like these guys are doing here, battling and trying to up our own game. Well, so
all right, pretty good shot right there. Nice hit by Lukas. And
what happened? What did I miss?
He made a jump shot. Oh,
but what did I miss? What did you do?
I don't know. Let's look at the replay. I don't know. I thought he hit it. I thought he hit that 2 ball.
I thought he did too, unless he just didn't clear the ball.
Happened. I don't know what's going on. I can't get my replay working now.
Reminds me of when I had a CD player, started skipping a little bit.
yeah. My IT guy leaves the booth for 2 seconds. Come on back. So Bobby, I'm sorry, Mike. My good friend Bobby Hunt. He's in the booth with us now. He's a living legend. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's a road hustler. He's made a living, playing pool his whole life. What are you, Bobby, now? 62, 59?
73.
73.
Nice to meet you, Bobby.
My pleasure, Mike.
And he's been to all those derbies that you're talking about. How many times you go to Derby, Bob?
Almost everyone.
Almost everyone.
Yeah, I think if
I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. It's a rough life by itself. Oh,
Oh,
look at
wow.
this.
Let's look at that. See if the replay's working. It
Oh,
looks
my
like he rushed
gosh.
that a little bit, Bob.
That's right.
And Mike, look at this 9-ball here.
I thought it was dead, but
It looked like it.
it looks like it. What did he throw it a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. It was real close together, man.
I think Earl's out there getting upset an awful lot. You
Yeah.
know, he's starting to talk to people, talk to himself. Lukas is just staying solid.
Burying behind the 5.
But we've been watching it here, and it seems like Lukas is getting a couple beneficial roles, and it's really getting to Earl.
Yeah.
You can't blame him.
No.
Also, there was somebody moved once. Bob Lewis, the referee, moved, and Earl got upset over that. And then, so I think he's letting things bother him, and he shouldn't. Such a great player. Did you get a good look at that cue?
Not the big thing in the back.
It weighs 30 ounces, and it's about, I don't know, 70 inches long.
We call it a bazooka, right? This is some people
It's
call
huge. He can make it work, though.
Yep. What does Lukas do here, Mike? What do you think?
I think he's looking at the combination because I don't think that
It's
goes
tough,
by.
but I like the swing. Yeah, I like just going for it. Why not?
Yeah, I didn't see him running out.
We almost made it in the wrong. That would have let Earl off
Are
the.
they playing? Oh, they don't have to call the 9?
No, Texas Express, Bobby.
Oh, boy.
It's like you played in, what, 1960? When did the Texas Express come out?
About early 80s.
Early 80s?
We were still playing push out up until Texas Express came in and took over. See, Earl's starting to talk a lot.
Yeah.
He's
chirping.
Yeah, he has a designated ear woman over there he's been complaining to.
We should have had a microphone on him. His girlfriend's here, yeah.
Oh, is that his girlfriend?
I believe so.
I was wondering because she didn't leave after he started talking.
This might be good. Well, here, boys. Let's
Look
see
at
where it ends
this.
up.
Are you kidding me? Look at that. Wow.
Did it scratch? Oh,
yeah. How does that cue? Watch this, guys. Watch this.
It looked good coming off that second rail.
Yeah, I switched the angle, and it just.
Ah, that's brutal. I thought he hit that pretty well.
Yeah. All right, Lukas, got to go for the 5-9. He's going to play safe here. How about that?
Yeah, I like that. I try to put it real close to the 9, so if you get a ball in hand, you can play the 9 next. I don't think he's going to try to get on the 5, is he?
I think he is.
Maybe he is. Yeah, you're right.
All right, yeah.
He is, yeah. Don't hit the 8. Don't hit the 8. Oh.
Made it a little tougher.
Hit the good side of the 8. Yeah. Well, then you hit the opposite side of the 8 ball. 9-9. You're behind it.
A straight shooting young man right here.
Oh. That Earl
Make any shot on the table,
in the rearview mirror. Big shot. Nice. Good job from Lukas. Way to hold it together. That was a dramatic rack there, fellas.
Yeah, Earl should have won it the first 2 times.
Yeah.
Just the combination.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and that's what Mike was saying earlier. Earl is making a couple of his own mistakes. You know, he missed a couple of racks where he should have finished.
He missed 2
like a 3-ball, 2 9-balls early on. You said you played Earl before, right?
I played Earl when he was about 16 years old in a little restaurant. It was a restaurant, grocery store in the country in North Carolina. We'd heard about a young kid, how good he was playing and gambling.
He was 16?
He was 16. I was about 26. And we took a ride out, and it really was way out in the country. And it was a little tiny place, had 2 Brunswicks in there. And here's this 16-year-old kid playing run-out 9-ball. And then it was funny.
How about that, Mike?
That's wild, man.
I gave him the last 2 because he was a kid. And the reason he could be beaten back then, when you were playing push-out, he shot everything. You could corner hook him, and he'd try to jump it. He had no idea how to play safe. But then within like 3 years, I was in Houston, and I'm hearing about this kid named Earl, and I didn't realize the same kid. He'd become a monster in those 3 years when I was, he was beating everybody.
Yep. So by the time he was 18 years old, he was already
real young. He used to bust cues back then. He broke a lot of muchies.
Yeah.
This may be a short rack here, boys.
Yeah, he's going for this 9-ball here, guys. Oh no!
Oh, he found the side pocket.
Oh,
9-ball again. Did we like here? We like a carom?
I think he's going for the carom.
Yeah. He's planning to come off the rail.
That's what I'm thinking, off the rail, right?
And I think the 2-ball put the 2-ball up by the 7. Let the cue ball go out there, you know.
Always looking to come flat down the line there that of hitting it full and just dragging that cue ball over.
He makes this. This will be the third early 9-ball that he made. Does
Nice shot.
So,
big swing there.
Yeah. So again, it's 14-8, but 3 of those racks were early for Lukas. So alternate break, Bobby. What do you think?
Well, I'm an old-fashioned person. I don't like it. I like the winner breaking, but I think it's fair for this game.
Yeah.
Right now, and Lukas, I've never seen break better than he's been breaking the last phase. I mean, this whole match, he's almost every one he's hitting perfect.
You want to know why? All the way up to Portland, Maine, we're telling him how 2.0 is better breaker than he is.
He couldn't take it. Yeah.
Lighting a fire, huh?
Yeah. He was so mad, Mike. He was like, really? So everybody, you know how you're always on the road, you're calling people, talking to people, you know, because you're bored, you know. And we would say, who has a better break, Lukas or Mike? And of course, everybody's on it. And he was getting fired up.
I can't understand how Earl hits him this good with that big, heavy break cue.
Yeah.
He hits him hard. That one wasn't so. He hits him hard. I don't know if I could swing a 30-ounce cue.
Well, he's a little younger than you, Bob.
Well, not much. He's got to be 62 or something.
He's 62. He is 62.
Yeah, like 10 years behind me. 11.
Are you going to Derby this year?
Yeah, I plan on being there.
What's up?
Yeah,
Nice.
I like to go there. And I know I'm getting older. I don't have many more. One of these days, I won't be able to make the trip anymore. I like seeing. It's funny how people I used to play against, we've all become friends as we got older. So I get to see people I used to play.
Oh,
wow. The replay
Played the two-way.
The bad roll there for
Yeah,
him.
he was trying to bank it, and then if not, play the safety, not miss and stick. Well, Earl needs this, so see what happens with this one. Is he going to go side rail here?
Oh, what's
Two rails?
Two rails.
Opposite-handed, folks.
Yeah.
Opposite-handed.
I like this because the cue ball should end up down here.
Look at
he
that.
hit it too full.
I got to tell you
Fine,
something about
I
this
think.
kid, Mike and Bobby. So this kid, he goes to Rhode Island and plays in a tournament called the Bud Classic, and it's capped at 720 Fargo, so he can't play. So he talks to Mike DeMarco, who's an awesome tournament director. Nothing bad to say about him. They end up letting him play left-handed. He wins the thing, qualifies, and everybody squawks, and he gets his $20 back and a free T-shirt.
Really?
Yeah.
Plays pretty good left-handed.
Yeah.
Does play pretty good left-handed.
Yeah, he played really good. He beat a lot of 700s, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
What can you say about that, right?
That's pretty sporty and being able to do it in general, though. Jeez.
Yeah, right, exactly. And like I said, nothing against Mike. I think Mike thought he's never going to win, so I'll fine. But once he won, everybody's not having it, you know.
I'm shocked. Pool players complaining. Can't believe it.
Yeah, I know. Pool players complaining, Bobby.
I think most pool players get kind of nitty. They get beat and they got to blame something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I can't get over this cue.
Got a kiss off the 6, but
Yeah, he didn't want that.
yeah, it's still all right though.
Into this rail, I guess so. He's looking at it.
Looks a little funky.
I'm thinking if he
Looks
hits,
a little odd. Sorry, Bob.
but if he can get to the bottom of the 3, he's going to put him right back there. The cue ball should go right back to where it is. And the 3 up the table.
A lot of spin.
Hit it
Yeah, he had a
again.
spin. That was a lot of spin.
Right, Earl Strickland at the table with a 6-game deficit. Shot on the 3.
You got to have this game here. You got to have this game.
Nice play right there. Hey, Bobby, you and Chicken are going to do the next match?
Yeah,
Next year?
it's
Okay.
Mike and Dennis,
Yeah, it's going
right?
to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Draw this straight back. Well, he's sponsored by Jay Flowers now, right?
Yeah,
right, Mike?
I heard
Right?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Jay make
Yeah.
that handle like that?
The shaft, I think. I think the handles might be his own, but like nowadays,
That might take custom to a whole other level there, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it.
but
No.
listen, You got to give it to Earl. I mean, he was using long cues before long cue was a thing. You know what I mean? He had some real good stuff.
Oh,
you know?
he's been a pioneer in more ways than one. If you look at, most professionals that'll play with a, 3-inch extension, Earl was the first guy to do that. And a lot of people looked at him and mocked him and laughed at him when they did.
100% they did, yes.
But there was some rhyme and reason to it. And then you had Shane, who kind of adapted it after that. And then from there, it just kind of took wind. But logically, it made sense. And once the jokes started, going by the wayside, people started realizing, like, hey, this works a little bit.
If I was a young man just starting out, I'd have an extender. I think it's great. I'm not going to learn it now, but I think it's a great thing.
Hey, Mike, I don't know if you talk to a lot of older guys. Like, and I'm an older guy, but talk to older guys here. But when talking about Bobby, the stories he had, like, they didn't have bridges back in the day. They used to just climb on the table when you had a shop. Can you imagine?
Because I was short.
I like it.
Yeah, I was short, and it was great. I didn't learn to use a bridge till I was 30. In the 80s when they started making us use them.
Kind of like buffaloes, if you know what I mean. You know that tournament.
I love that tournament. Yeah, I love watching that.
Yeah, craziness.
We go,
Lukas
big game. Put a little more pop on there than I think he intended. The one ball looks like it's going to go down. And look at this roll here. Golly.
Wow.
When it rains, it pours.
Yes.
But, they got that 5 ball on a real tough spot at the table to be in, it looks like.
Yeah,
he's
the
going to have to
purple
play
5
pretty
right
good there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh, watch out, Lukas.
Look at this bounce. Look at this bounce.
He went too far.
Yes, he did. It's going long.
I had one more thing I wanted to say about Earl's equipment, and I know I'm harping on it. I think he comes up with crazy ideas, but he's so talented that he makes them work. Whatever I really believe anything he does, he'll make it work.
He's that good, right?
He's got so much talent. A little bit of
for sure.
I think, and he just, it's crazy stuff, but he does good with it.
I got a quick shout out. Sorry, I got to give a quick shout out to Diana Hoppy. How you doing, Diana? She's one that sets up a lot of stuff for us, and I just want to make sure I say hello to her. You know Diana too, right?
Yes.
You know Diana, Mike?
I'll tell you a funny story. So maybe like 2 months ago or so, I've been trying to. This is right before the U.S. Open. I've been trying to get Earl to come on the podcast for forever, but like not kind of like half trying, reaching out to other people because I knew he's going to be a tough guy to get on. And but anyway, so I messaged the page knowing that I'd get this automated response saying call this number and it'd be Diana. I'd never spoken to her before, and of course I knew my chances were pretty slim. But I knew that the Earl page followed Windows Open because I would see notifications. Earl Strickland shared your thing, or Earl likes this or whatever. So I thought it was pretty cool.
He's watching. I don't know if you know, he's watching.
Well, so I messaged the page. Of course, it gives you Diana's number, and I call her. And so we're like 20 minutes into conversation, right? And she's laying it on me, but when I introduced myself, hey, my name is, Michael Ortiz, because Molina is just a nickname, and a lot of people don't know that. And so, but we're like deep into a conversation, right? And I introduced myself by my name. Look at this shot. Nice shot there from Earl. And anyhow, when she's like, well, tell me about the page, tell me about what you got going on. And so I do. And then she's like, well, as long as you're not, excuse my language, shit stir like that Molina Mike, then you'll be all right. Oh man, look at that scratch. And so it's funny. And so in that moment, I had this like decision to make, right? And I'm like, okay, do I just keep on playing along, or do I just tell her? And I said, well, man, I hate to break your heart a little bit, but I'm Molina Mike, and you can just hear the pause, and on call. She started laughing. It was a good conversation. I enjoyed it, but it was
she's been great for me. I mean, I have nothing but good words for her. So I'm sure she didn't mean anything by something.
No. I didn't. Listen, it takes a lot to offend me or me to take anything personal. I thought it was very funny, and but it was at least you knew who I was. So I'll take joy.
There you go. You sure she was
boys? I thought that was Lukas
stirring stuff up.
Yeah. I thought that was Earl shooting when he scratched. So that was Lukas that scratched.
Yeah, no, that was Lukas. Yeah, that was Lukas. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Yeah, the cue on the ground too.
Oh my goodness.
Look at he whacked that cue on the ground afterwards too.
I thought he hit the table.
Was he trying to draw it into the
go into top?
Yeah, he was trying to hit that 8 ball for sure.
Yeah,
that's massive. That's
so
massive.
Lucas gets ball in hand here with a golden opportunity to take a 6-game lead with only 4 more to win.
Wow. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. If it's Lucas's break next, he's breaking and running. That's just the way the pool gods work.
You're not kidding. It's funny. Mike was playing that guy Pete, like I said, for 6,000 in the middle the other night, and Pete's up 2-0, and he's shooting a pretty simple 9-ball, and
when
he scratched. Yeah, so he's got a 9 here and a cue here, and he fires it and he scratches, and then Mike runs a 3-pack, and now it's instead of being 3-0, it's 4-2 Mike.
And he chased the rest. Said he was chasing him.
Yeah,
It made no sense why he hit it that hard.
No, we were
didn't
trying to figure it out
understand
too. But that's what just Mike Molina was just talking about. It might cost him 2 racks here if Lucas is breaking.
Yeah, I mean, it's just usually how poetic the pool gods can be at times, and that was a big swing when he scratches going from that 4 to the 5, and then to give it right back to him when, you're never supposed to be in that position. I get trying to play into the 8 ball there, but you got to make sure you end up on something no matter what at all costs. And a massive swing.
Oh, Earl is breaking, so you can see if he can stop the bleeding. And again, all the Shark Stream subscribers, make sure you stay tuned. There's another great matchup right after this, and it's going to be a race to 15.
Losing the cue ball now. And how good he was breaking earlier. And the last 2 racks, he's lost the cue ball.
Might have a shot here, though. But the 2's far away there.
That's tough. Yeah,
he's got something.
Yeah.
Earl was the first player I ever remember watching who had a huge break. Back in those days in the 70s and 80s, the break wasn't as
Look
big.
at that.
How about that,
shot.
Bob?
Look at that shot.
And Mike, wow.
Lucky, did he? Does it pass the 4?
How did you break hard with that thick cloth you guys used to play on? Before
that was my point. It wasn't
a big rug.
Yeah.
The break wasn't as big a deal as it is now because nobody really would. But Earl was the first person I saw who really crushed the break and kept the cue ball in play. And he started. And
People
then
started learning,
everyone started working
watching
it.
them. Yeah.
But now the break I think is like 80%. Whoever figures the break out first seems to win.
It's funny too, Mike. I talked to Bobby and a lot of these guys. You know what I mean? Back in the day, these guys didn't learn anything except by watching.
Oh,
yeah.
That's kind of costly. You know what I mean? They didn't have videos to watch, or nobody gave lessons back in the day. It was the school of hard knocks.
They wouldn't even answer your questions. I came out.
Bobby's got a story about this. You told somebody how to do something, and
oh yeah, back in the 70s, I started playing pretty good, and I was trying to help somebody younger, and the old guys in the pool room, they brought me aside and let me know you do not help people or you get whacked. They said you never sharpen a sucker, and these are guys that would bet on me, and they wouldn't tell me how to hit a ball. I mean, it was brutal.
I think that's still very much like the culture today. When you think about, I want to go down this like rabbit hole of the American pool scene and professional pool scene, but I think in a lot of aspects that's been part of the reason why there's been like a somewhat this like lack of growth, just because everyone kind of plays close to the vest because they're used to just competing against one another, for all year, and then you got to get them together to play with one another, once a year for the cup. So it's real interesting that you mentioned that, because I've heard that a lot from guys here in the States where they just they don't want anyone learning their secrets.
No, I agree. I do agree. I think in the Moscone Cup, the Americans don't look comfortable. Like the Europeans win a game and they jump up and down and hug each other. When the Americans do it, it looks phony because we come up individual. So I think when you put us in a team like that, we're really uncomfortable. And that's how it looks to me. And we're not used to helping each other and cheering for each other.
But at least now you can at least watch videos and stuff. And they give lessons now, like there's group lessons. So I think our game might be changing a little bit. But yeah, back in the day was such a different deal.
I think a big thing changed too because the way the information now. When I was coming up, you didn't have guys 18, 19 years old playing world caliber because they didn't learn anything. now these kids are showing up from Europe and they're 18
yeah.
years
Moritz,
old.
Moritz. How about Moritz, Mike? What do you think about Moritz?
They're already world champions. There's so much information they get now that we didn't have in our time.
You were thinking about doing like a top 12 or so players to look forward to in 24, and Moritz and this kid right here who's at the table would certainly be, for me anyway, included in that list of guys that I'm going to be keeping an eye on coming into 24, because I think their ceiling's pretty high. It's just a matter of what's gonna happen, right? What the results are going to be like. But there's no doubt these kids have talent. They got work ethic. They got the ability, but you got to put everything together in order to, have any kind of traction on the world stage.
Oh boy!
Wow.
Wheels might have come off a little bit.
Lucas's holds his composure. I mean,
yeah, he's always pretty good about. Look, 9-ball looks pretty close, doesn't it? Maybe not. Apparently not, or he would have played it.
I love the way he played this year. Look at this. Look at this.
Like it's 8-8 shooting that shot, right? Not 16-9.
And I think,
I mean,
that was a fantastic hit.
Let's see how good you're feeling here, because I think that bank plays. They got a lot to fade, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it to even take it on. But I see he's looking how he's running into it, I feel like, or maybe he's looking at where the cue ball is going to lay on a safe.
He's a great banker. Really good banker.
I'm a fish, boys. I'm swinging here,
Yeah, I would play safe and try to put the cue ball behind the 2 and 4.
Tell him, Bobby. Let's hear your.
Well, because
let's hear your.
I think he'll make the bank shot almost every time. But like you're saying, he's got to get by the 6, the 9, and the 7. And the way I play, I'm not willing to take that
like
risk.
This.
Yeah.
Bobby always says, he says, "What's your reward?" You know what I mean? What's your reward for making the bank?
I understand that completely, and he's absolutely right. And look at this. I mean, you did you come out smelling like a rose or not?
Yeah, he did. No, not really. Not here.
Yeah, exactly. That was always going to be the issue there. Now you tied up to 6-9. You got to look at the 2, but you could have just as well, like Bobby said, you would have left that 6-9 open. You play safe with the cue ball there. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this shot!
That's fantastic,
you know what,
Bobby,
in a nutshell,
Mike.
this is the way the match has gone. If you're Earl, it's like even when you didn't mean to hit it that great, you still come out, looking like this. This is unbelievable. Nice shot from Lukas.
If he played that to break those up, it's one of the greatest shots I've ever seen.
That was fantastic. And there he is, opposite-handed, cutting the ball in.
I know.
Just throw a little salt on that wound there while you're at it. Why not? Go lefty on him.
I just bet you Earl's over there talking to someone.
Yeah. I know he did get a $50 action. He's getting 4 games, so how's he looking?
He's getting 4 Earl.
Oh, is he?
He's getting 4.
Oh, yeah. 4 going to 20?
4. Yeah. 30 a winner.
Maybe running out of time here. But that was such a beautiful shot. I mean, you already did. You banked the 1 ball in pretty great. Oh, and then he missed that one.
It looks like he might have got used with it.
Poor Earl. I'm starting to feel bad now.
Yeah, I'd like to have a microphone on Earl.
Yeah.
Look at this. You can just see by the way he's walking.
Yeah.
It's a little chilly. I gotta admit, if you can't see the side of the ball, it's a little cold.
Yeah.
But it's just the way it's gone the whole match, and even the few times where, like a couple racks ago, where Lukas had scratched late in the rack, Earl didn't take advantage of it, and it's like you kind of get punished for that.
Yeah. So kind of.
I was surprised when he chose to kick. Then he just haphazardly kicked it. Just hitting it hard.
Yeah.
I thought he might have tried to play it a little more defensive. It's almost like he's just going through emotion now.
It's hard when you're down.
It's tough. Yeah.
Alternate break 16-9.
It's hard to come back from that with alternate break.
And not for nothing, this kid Lukas, great player. His confidence has been a little shaky of late, even though he won a big event in Maryland. He says he has been feeling 100% comfortable. He told me before he really needed this. He really needed to win or to at least play very well to get his confidence up. So this is good to see for him. Very happy.
Pretty good so far.
Tough shot here, though.
Center pocket, guys. Great shot.
That's a good shot. That's a great shot. Yeah, you can't do nothing but tap your stick there on that one. That was a nice shot. Tough cue ball, but he handled his business without a doubt. Taking a pretty convincing lead here. What is it, 17-9 now?
Yeah, 17-9. Again, one more time, I gotta say, give a shout out to my guy Bob Lewis right there, refereeing. Bobby Hunt in the booth helping out too. Joe Raccio in the background. Alita, Mike, appreciate you very much. Thanks for coming out. And good stuff here, guys. Let's keep it going. Earl, come on, let's see what we got. Not over yet.
But we're taking turns breaking. I think it's close.
Listen, I know there's matches when it's a race to 9 here, Mike. The score will be 8-1, and Bobby will want to go home, and it ends up 8-8. So
the cue ball. Look at the cue ball.
Safety.
Oh,
how about that?
3, 6, 9. Wow.
What do you do with that?
You got to push.
Pray. You got to pray.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're not kidding.
I don't even care where he ends up. You're getting it back, kid. I'm not even looking at where he ends up. You got it. Go ahead.
Right.
I would roll it like to the left on the short rail and leave it frozen on the rail. So if he chooses to shoot
like that,
pretty much where he is now. So even if he chooses to shoot, he's not going to get on the 2 ball.
Yeah.
You have to make an awful good shot from there. So I like what he did. I would try to have the cue ball a little closer to the rail. It'd be great. I wouldn't take the shot.
Well, no, Mike, that's what Earl did. Yeah, Earl gave it right back to him, and that's what exactly Mike said.
I like what Lukas did. He didn't even try to make the ball.
Hit that pretty well, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he hit that real nice.
Got to give Lukas heart, though. Like I said, he's 17-9. He's playing like it's 8-8 still. I love it.
He's playing good.
I love it.
Nice return there for Earl. Gonna leave a shot, but not the easiest of balls to put away.
Even if he makes it, does the 2 go in? I mean, the 2, can it go by the 5 in this corner up here? Or is he gonna have to play for the side? No, he hit it, so it doesn't matter.
Line up. Bank shot.
Yeah, I think anything a bank shot. But can he bank it and get on the 3?
Tough to get underneath
he might be able to. It's good. Banks.
Yeah, I like your shot a lot. I like what you're thinking there.
He banks so well.
Well, that cue ball's on the rail though. That's the only.
Yeah, he's coming down.
Yeah. Scratch.
Oh, wow. And made a ball. So Earl, here we go. Real quick, right. Melina. So I know you travel a lot, and I know I think that's the hardest part. Like, I love doing what I do with going players and stuff. I would assume that's probably one of the hardest things, right? Leaving home and just doing all the traveling.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you never get acclimated to anything. You get completely out of your normal routine. I like, going to the gym and getting up early, and I try no matter what to stay on Texas time if I can. So if I'm in California or East Coast or whatever, but it's so difficult to stay, disciplined and then get any kind of like decent night's rest. And just like the Derby, it's like there's so many events like that. They're not as much of a gauntlet as a Derby is.
I can't do Derby. I tried
yeah,
once.
but it's like but you got to be disciplined, and one night can just at my age can wreck you for like 2 weeks. So.
Well, my motto: team no sleep, brother. That's why.
Yeah, I love that. By the way, I love that. But it's hard. It's really difficult,
it is.
and you always seem to be playing catch up when it comes to rest at these events, and that's just with not having to compete like these guys do. So I can only imagine what that adds for them, and then especially being. Sure. Yeah, and then they're being pulled every direction possible because everybody wants them to be on, and photos and this and that all the time. It's not easy by any means. Look at this here.
I don't know what he was trying to do there.
Trying to hit the 9 full.
But he wouldn't.
He seems like he's talking. I wish we should have mic'd him.
Yeah, I thought he would just get to go for the middle of the table.
Yeah, we should have mic'd him.
Well, let's see what you're gonna do.
Got an easy save.
Yes.
Lock them up, yeah.
Yeah, I
lock
put
them up.
6 behind the 8, try to put the cue up there by the 7.
This looks like he can cut it a little more. Maybe I'm crazy, but this angle's a little more deceiving, I feel like. He's playing all safe all the way.
You know what?
Nice shot
no matter
there.
what we do with the cameras, obviously you get nice cameras, but no matter which way we move, they always seem a little bit off. Like we can't get it perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard.
Yeah. Well, that's part of like the beauty of the game, though, right? Because you we're batting 1,000 from the seats here, but that's like how difficult the game really is. It's like these little nuances, these little angles, it makes the world of difference when you play this game.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but he's in trouble.
Like Chicken always says, I never missed a shot from in the booth. It's 100%.
Yeah.
I've gambled with Chicken. He's missed a few shots.
This is not easy. This is not easy at all with this 7-ball on the rail.
What he's going to try here.
You know what I've seen the Europeans do a lot with this? The double kiss, whether it's a safety or a shot. It's unbelievable.
But you have to be almost straight on to do it. You're saying shoot into it.
Yeah,
but you have to be almost straight because it has to come straight out.
Yeah, straight back. But I've seen a couple caroms, like weird stuff that I've never seen play before. It's just amazing. Look at this, trying to get behind that 8-ball.
Did he get behind the 8?
Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. That's the shot of the match right there. That's the shot of the match right there for me. That was such a sick shot to execute. With the 7-ball frozen to the rail, and to pull that off was unreal. Golly. Such an underrated shot there, guys.
Yeah, that was a great hit by Lukas. And again, I love his demeanor. He's not even excited, not even a little bit.
Yeah, he's always good. Demeanor's always pretty good. I never see him get too upset.
Like I said, he's 22 years old, guys. Never had a drink in his life. Will not take drugs. He barely takes sugar. Honest.
He stays like that.
Yeah. If it's me, I ain't even hitting the ball after that. I'm saying, you know what? That's pretty good. I'm done. I'll have a good one. That's such a good. That's like you're peaking there, man. You can't go anywhere but down after laying down that save. That's unreal what he did there.
It was a great shot.
Oh,
he dogged that one a little bit.
He's taking a deep breath after that one.
He's like, I gotta do one dog in it for Molina on there, right?
I took it for granted a little bit. We've seen that a couple of times, but God, you can only just give the kid a round of applause for how he's playing tonight.
No doubt.
Yeah, he's playing pretty good.
I just want to double check my score, make sure I'm accurate. 18-9. That right there, that's Lance Lascotti. That's the son of the great Larry Lascotti, a good friend of yours, world champion, 1975, 76. And there's Kicking Chicken with the mask hanging out.
Yeah.
We've got a pretty good crowd out there. Those are VIP seats, obviously. And then you got the Longos right there. And a bunch of people, a lot of people here watching this match.
Steve Murphy.
Steve Murphy here, Cue Maker. We got a pretty good group here tonight. Oh, there's Katie. Katie, Nick Marino. Oh, sorry, guys. Mr. Rack. Sorry about that. But Molina, what I was talking about too is definitely the travel. Besides the travel, what's the worst thing besides the travel?
Oh, well, if we're talking just Derby, it's got to be the food court, that's for sure. But if you're not talking the Derby, no, I think that's just the hardest part. I mean, I got girls. It's hard being away from them, and then especially as they get older, they want to come and see what's all going on, and that part is getting a little tougher for me. But I started doing all this because I just love the game and I love watching professional pool, and I've somehow stumbled into this arena that I got no business in and no experience in, and I've just kind of winged it. I've had a couple of good guys kind of like take me under their wing and give me advice when I'm screwing up, and and I appreciate that and appreciate them, but I just I don't know how to be anything other than myself, so I've just I've tried to respect people as best I can, and it's not always easy to do, having public opinions about players, but
it's tough because these guys take the heart. That's one of my biggest things. Like, you want to believe the backlash I got from people that said I was not American because I sponsored a European player, and then he's a friend of mine. You know what I mean? Good friend of mine. Yeah. So I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Yeah, I get it completely, and it's like you come from such a genuine place. And look, I try to find pool in general. I've always felt like this. Like, it can be a little boring. You got these great guys who play very well, but like their stories are what's going to make you want to be a fan of them. Because like they got so much going on upstairs, not just how they ended up here on the table, but like their life, their history, you know what I mean? Their makeup and their struggles.
Like Bobby Hunt right next to me. Like we sit and talk for hours doing, videos with matches and stuff, and he's telling me stories like you said of the 80s and 70s, and just unbelievable stuff that you just can't imagine. It's awesome. And you can't help to be a fan of them.
It really is. It really is. And there's so many guys that are like that, and so many awesome players that have their own, their own path that have gotten there and they've done it their own way. And let's be real, like, these guys aren't making the living that they should, these top players. And so I feel like we all got a role and a responsibility to try to make the sport as great as we know that it is. So interesting by Earl checking the rack there, especially at this point in the match.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Well,
Earl
Lukas got
is down 19-8 here, and he's breaking dry. Lucas been quick for that rack. That was literally, I think, a minute.
Is he on the hill?
He's on the hill, yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
He's going to push out here. And again, this kid is showing hard here. He's not giving up, and he's playing like it's 8-8 still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's playing.
You got to love it.
I like that.
I would like to see the cue ball on the rail, though. If anytime you take the bottom of the cue ball away, it's huge. If he was frozen on the rail, he might not be able to shoot that shot.
Look at
all right, Earl with the big safety right there.
How you doing, Peter?
Good, Bobby. How you doing?
So we got a guy, Pete Genovese, in the booth. What's up, Petey?
How you doing, guys?
Pete has a big match tomorrow at 7 o'clock against Josh Steely, right?
Yeah, I got Josh Steele tomorrow.
Steele.
Josh, you're gonna.
He's a good New Yorker, good player.
Yeah.
He's not a U.S. amateur champion.
Well, he's
or two-time. Did you win twice?
No, once.
Just once.
Second and third.
Second and third. Not bad. Not bad.
You dogged it?
Yeah, I dogged
Is that
it 2
all?
years,
Just
and then I snapped it off in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But Josh, I like Josh's game, man. He's got a lot of gamble in him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to step out of the booth, Joe.
Tune in.
Take over the head for me real quick. Let me go out there and finish up this match. Stay here with Bobby real quick. Hi, hey, Mike. It was nice talking to you. I got to head out and take care of some business at the end of this match. Again, I appreciate you helping out and being in here with us. And I'm sure we'll talk and then do a bunch of things in the future as well, Mike. Thank you very much. Right?
Absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I'll be right back.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
All right,
Folks,
Joe.
tune into our match tomorrow.
Well, hopefully we still got a lot of match left to be played. Earl is got a shot here, but not getting on that 2 is a different story, though. He's letting it rip a little bit. He's not gonna like where he ends up. Scratches, that's gonna be just icing on the cake there.
I think that it's true that people couldn't have seen Earl play like 20 years ago. He was just a monster, 9-10 ball player.
And it's unbelievable. I was at the U.S. Open, and you still see people just admire Earl. And he was on, I think, an outside table, and it wasn't too hard to pick out where in the room he was at because there was such a crowd. Even still, yeah, absolutely.
So capable of being great, but I think he's his own worst enemy sometimes.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Because he's such a good player, but that's things rattle him.
Well, you might get one more chance here.
Yeah,
maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, it looked like he was gonna lock up Lukas, but
But I do think you're right. Lukas has been getting most of the roles since I've been sitting here.
And it's not to say he's been playing great. Don't get me wrong, but there's been a little bit. Yeah. That's when it's a dangerous mix there. He hit that ball a little thick, but I think he's gonna be all right. Nice bounce. Yeah. Good poise from the kid. At the end of the day, listen, that's going to be 9 ball. It's going to be pull, right? You're always going to have this ebbs and flows and rolls going one way or the other, but it's how you handle that, how you handle the emotion of the match, because Lukas has had some, misses as well. He wasn't flawless, but whenever he got back to the table, you would have never known that he just hit a ball thick or he just scratched, a couple balls earlier because he handled his business. So
I just think Lukas I love his disposition at the table.
Agreed.
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't complain, and gets up and plays.
Let's that cue there do the talking.
And he's getting better.
Well, I've said throughout the year, I thought through like 6 months, I really like that kid for making the Mosconi Cup, and maybe it was a bit premature in hindsight, but I think he's got that kind of potential.
he's still a little rough around the edges and has got a few areas of his game that he needs to work on. But you can tell that the talent is there, the drive is there, the composure is there. You know, he's got a great foundation to make himself be, you know, a world class, not just world class American player, but a world class player. You know, so this.
I think one of his biggest things in the bigger tournaments is stamina.
Well,
when he has to play the 2 days, 3 days, I think that's where he ends up. He plays great on day one, and then day two he plays good in the beginning, and by the time he gets to the, you know,
run out of gas.
Well,
it seems like it. Or
I also think he goes to these tournaments and then he gambles all night.
I've noticed that too, and that was one thing that for me, it's like you kind of have to pick and choose where you want to be at. And I get it, needed to make a living and all that. I'm not gonna hate on anybody for that, but there's a balance, and you definitely have choices to make at certain times. It seems like he gambles well. It looks like as well.
Night he's been shooting great. He made a 2-rail kick, 3-rail kick in,
and he just won the match.
And and that's actually the end of it. I think we're going right into the next match. I'm pretty sure they're probably going. We can't end the stream because then it would end the entire live for our subscribers.
So we're just
so we will be keeping this alive and letting it run while we wait for the next match to start. However, I'm going to give us if you want.
Mike, it was nice talking with you.
Hey, it's my pleasure. I appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us tonight. I'm going to get out of here as well. I'll be checking out the match that's coming up, but you guys have fun in the booth, and thanks for having me, everyone.
And you're going to Derby City?
I will be. Yeah, I'll see you out there, hopefully.
Well, then I'll look for you when I get there. I'll be the old man.
Let's get some lunch, buddy.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Pleasure. We'll see you guys.
All right.
Good seeing you, Mike. Thank you.
You.
We want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors here on the Shark Stream. You have Connecticut APA, Sigma Wear, Agency One Group, Jacoby Custom Cues, Women in Pool, Mabel's Tables at Michael's Deli, NM Billiard Sales and Service, 11 Hall Avenue, Wallingford, Connecticut, KM Maintenance, JT's Pool Cue Repair, Salotto app, Mark Anthony Home Improvements,